Welcome to Do War for Dream of Electric Sheep. I'm Darren, the DM. These lovely people are.
I'm Amy. I play Isadora. This is swell.
It's a regular scheduled program.
I was related by Darren. I play Rivet Salt Fuel. And I don't know what's going on. Well, Risbet doesn't.
I'm Neil. I play Esme, and I'm a sleepy bunny, but I decided to kill someone.
Wake the fuck up.
I'm Laura. I play Coda. I want to steal an airship.
Gang! Have characters ever troubles on the side? That movie?
What that even is?
Should we give people a summary?
Yeah, well, Ian wasn't here, so you need a
summary.
summary. Also, I haven't uploaded last week's game yet, so...
Okay, I will give a very accurate TLD. The party were invited here. They attended. Are wearing some nice padded, really nice gear. It's kind of a lightly armored, padded secret stuff, you know, James Bond stuff. They've got some hidden devices, shoot them. Long sword, hidden blades, all that shit anyway. End of the Mechanist Tower. An airship. Did an airship get revealed?
That was the previous session, but I think Ian left halfway through, so...
An airship got revealed.
Were you there for that, Ian?
I left halfway through.
Did you get there for the airship? Oh boy.
Ian left after the assault on the party, Miss Stevenson's. So the party went to a public event that definitely isn't a rally. So yeah, they got a nice booth because they're the heroes of Erethdor. They are proud sponsors of the Queen.
Sponsors? I'm not giving her money.
I'm sorry.
Are you guys giving her money?
They endorsed the Queen. I apologize. They endorsed Thor, who endorses the Queen, guys. Haven't you read the posters? Anyway, so they went to this nice meeting, and the Queen said a little speech, revealed that they did indeed have an airship that was mahusive, is the scientific term. And dinner would take place actually at 5 o'clock, and on the airship, instead of 9 o'clock, in the tower, which was the original plan. The party were excited, and they loved the airship. They were delighted. They are fans of the Queen, and agreed to do so. We left the rally, we got our stuff together, and then went back to that place. Rose met with Dave, met with Rose, had a chat, kind of prioritized, do this, you do that, and spoke to the Baron briefly, recap the general plan, that sort of thing. A few people were stressed, understandable. And then we set off for the dinner. Made it to the tower, like a little writ, I'm allowed to be here, that kind of thing. Got in, hailed as heroes, ascended the tower in a totally not interdimensional way. We're all on the same plane, guys, don't worry.
Yep.
Hashtag smash that theory. Come at me, Reddit. So yeah, they went up the tower. They got off at the appropriate floor, which I cannot remember the specific time. It was kind of like a nice foyer, nice like reception. There we go.
Nice pre-drinks.
Pre-drinks. Prinks in the tower with the lads.
With some very specific lads we didn't expect to see and didn't want to see.
Spoilers. Can you wait for this amazing pacing I'm doing? Gosh, let me control the roller coaster. No. So people mingled. Esme was there 3 seconds and gotten a slap. It was great. Isadora had a nice chat with some friends, some bestos. False. Hashtag old friends. You were wrong. That was wrong, okay?
I mean, older friends than we thought.
Yeah, older friends. Yes, that's another thing. So, Isadora, was asked to meet a Lord of Orion. Heard her music far and wide, wanted a one-on-one. Who knows why? Maybe it was a gig. Who knows? So she went to meet them. Turns out it was an individual who had a twin brother. Very nice, charismatic individuals. Then I think, was it before or after they revealed that the party jump in?
No, they'd already revealed themselves, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it turned out that the two individuals were actually Ludwig, the crazy order guy that the people first met in the... The people remember first meeting Ludwig, so to speak, as Ludwig in the library in the Red Forest. Turns out he has a twin brother, Wolfgang, and it also turns out that the two tieflings that, like, were they the cause of the chaos invasion or infestation? Sorry, of Ishayla. Who knows? But it was as well the entire time. Two bardic tieflings turned out to be two bardic aberrations. That's how you pronounce it, right? Yeah. Anyway, so that was they threatened Izzy and the party who had rushed in at this point because Izzy quick think Mr. Ring to be like, hey guys, one of these things is not like the other. So they ran in, upset, rightfully so, had a few words. They threatened to throw the real Lord of Orion, Thomas Anderson, out the window. Quick thinking, everybody, like, I think people dispel magic and, like, essentially, like, managed to escape. And as a result, to their knowledge, two brothers did not fall. The party were a bit shaken, high tension, high nerves, mingled a bit more, got a cleric to take care of the Anderson chap, get him like out of the picture, mingled a bit more, said hi to a few people, got on the airship. We were on the airship. So the airship was a lot. People mingled, saw some old friends. Ball was there. He's looking a bit looking a bit different, to say this least. Not in the sense that he's tricking everyone else, bar the party of how he looks, but his true form, I guess, if you want to throw indications, looks a bit more deformed and a bit more. What's in my head? I always described to myself as kind of a bit more like a. Feral is probably a great word for it. Like, kind of more like it's more elongated and like evil and like I want to eat things, just flying off and that sort of thing.
And he's like 8 feet tall now.
Yeah, he's like 8 feet tall and in smelly plate armor, and his skull's a bit like more elongated.
And dating Esme's sister.
And dating Esme's sister Tessa. They're very happy. It's adorable.
He also only adds to the name Bone Daddy.
Apparently, the one fact that Tessa told Esme in private. So yeah, the gang met Tessa. The gang met Celeste. Banter. The gang, on several occasions, met Kit.
No, those things weren't banter. Those were bullying. I was bullied.
Okay, hey, calm to yourself, Neil. The siblings were interactive with some back and forth. The party then met the Queen, and there was some witty banter, back and forth, as friends do. Queen, again, nice charismatic moment with everybody. Esme had a very passionate conversation with her. The Queen, big fan of the party, wanted to give them rewards. The party were very humble, very immodest, didn't really want much. Offered to help.
Amy put a fucking hit out on a guy.
Yeah, Amy had a guy assassinated.
Amy literally like gave. Oh man, I can't wait.
Amy put a hit out on a guy. Amy is more confirmed evil.
Has everyone seen Rogue One?
Yeah.
Do you remember what happens to the Jedi Temple? I mean, he was a nice guy. He probably didn't.
He was not. He tried to have us killed twice.
Yeah.
For those just tuning in, Isadora's an asshole. Moving on. No, it's right.
And for Ian, who still doesn't have the info.
Neil, did you not pay attention at Andrews? I literally said it like 4 times that Isadora's an asshole.
I literally did not pay attention. I was too busy.
Fair. No, that's fair.
I was too busy shit staring to pay attention.
That's a full-time job.
It is, but we love her because she is a 3-dimensional. But that sounds
Ian, just
weird.
because no names were mentioned there, Isadora basically asked the Queen to have Jenkins killed.
No, I asked her, I'm being harassed by a man. Wouldn't it be nice if someone took care of that?
Yeah, and she gave the Queen his address and name and stuff.
So to clarify, she asked the Queen to kill Jenkins.
Yeah.
In a very roundabout way. But yes, then Esme made a suggestion of giving Coda a tour, or agreeing for Coda.
I was offered and she agreed on my behalf.
Yeah, that's the one. But basically, Coda got a tour of the airship out of this dealio. So the friends talked to the Queen. She asked them, do you want to come work for us, kind of? They were like, hey, the plague isn't cool, nor is your treatment of the resistance. So there was a bit of discussion about that. The Queen asked them to come to the office the next day to work on the plague thing together as a unit, as friends, as bros, as #best friends. Right, what else? Yeah, then they left. They met the queen on this weird garden. It was odd. It was totally on boat, so that's fine.
Super interdimensional.
Or maybe she has just really, really convincing window paintings, guys. Come on. With like birds and everything. So yeah, the guys left. They definitely skipped this part, but they learned of her advisors. Things like personal advisors, that kind of thing. Most of them, not all of them. There was one name missing from that list. But yeah, they returned to the party, mingled a bit more, stressed out a bit more, as you do, because, you just spoken to the queen. Oh God, we're all going to die. That was kind of the general theme of the evening. Coda went on a tour, which again repeated the theme of oh God, we're all going to die.
Lots of weapons on this ship. Also, Esme and Izzy instantly absolved themselves of all responsibility of me being potentially murdered.
Yeah,
it was great.
We sure did.
There was.
Hey, in fairness, when I entered the god of murder disguised as a man, Isadora also washed her hands of that.
Yeah, I also didn't walk anywhere near you as well, so that's fair.
The evening was very telling. It was great. I'm glad that we're all trustworthy, passionate friends who at the sight of any dinner leaves someone high. It's great. It's definitely not going to be for doing. So yeah, Coda went on a nice tour.
Ball wasn't here. Ball's just an ass.
Yeah, Ball's not a threat. Ball's just an inconvenience.
Lads, shut up. He's going to make it worse. I've given him enough chances. I'm going to have to kill Ball.
Yeah, the ship has a lot of guns. There's like living turrets where there's like mages strapped into turrets shooting things. It's not great.
A shot in a million, kid. Don't get cocky. Anyway, more Star Wars. So yeah, Coda went on a nice tour. He saw some ins and outs of the ship, some like really behind the scenes areas. It was cool. He enjoyed himself, I think, on some weird level, kind of did. Mainly he was just thinking about how damn cute the Seeker escorting him was. And then he returned to the not a bundle of stress, completely chilled in. A Zen master, one could say. People regrouped started focused their attention on who I started calling Z because I always write Elven name down, but I never think of having to say it loud. So Z.
Can we just drop the L and call her Zane? Because it's Zelane, so we just call her Zane.
We're sticking to it, or we're gonna stick it.
Z.
So Z.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, no, hey. No biblical references in my game, please, Nolar.
Oh, is that a biblical reference?
On Ezekiel, there's a passage in the Bible, isn't it? Anyway,
okay.
So they regrouped, chat, kind of brought each other up to speed on what the DQ was. I think within reason. I think a few people were kind of still a bit like, oh God, so they kind of just let others speak. The usual one cool thing you do. Everybody, whatever. So then they focused on Z, the woman with the like mechanical arm that can get them into their destination. The records room. There we go. They, Isadora met her in the bathroom, had a nice chat. Saw she's quite partial to a few drinks, hadn't eaten a lot. So they were like, hey, let's just ham drinks into her. So they did. So they literally did. For a while, they literally just funneled alcohol into her. And they saw a nice... then they went for dinner. And they had a nice display. And the ship had a nice little speech from the queen about peace and how she is going to like take on what the party said and like strive for peace by building a gigantic death gun.
She's a fucking liar.
Because if you have the biggest death gun, that means someone else is going to talk shit, ergo peace. That's the logic.
Yeah, it's some great logic.
Her logic is good, but
logic is the best.
Eat her face.
So she built a Death Star. It's great.
So she built a Death Star. She, like, the apps to not quote the Emperor when that gun fired was natural. But anyway, so that happened. She had a nice moment. Everyone had a nice moment. A lot of the crowd were silent. It was kind of, haunting. They shot down a dragon in one shot at half capacity, apparently.
Disintegrated the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon was no more. Then they had dinner. I believe some people didn't eat. Did eat? Doesn't matter. Had dinner. A nice quick chat with X. Turns out X pretty high up and probably not the nicest penny in the bunch, but who knows? She gave a sword, so they're in love. Went back to funneling alcohol, the designated target, kind of like, person of interest. Went upstairs, had a few more chats, mingled a bit more, and I believe when we left it was a case of they were clearing the floor for like a nice little music and dance.
We talked to Vera's as well.
Oh yes,
yeah.
I want to do talk.
Risbit's crush from Shaylin.
From Shaylin, yes, the commander from Shaylin, to meet with her and Carla the next day, or like at some point after this. I think it was the next day, but you know what I mean. Like after we're out of the death ship. So that was neat. The party got invited to the after party. Mother was meant to give them her pins. She was a squirrely rascal and didn't, because that's just the type of cheek, chill individual Mother is. But yes, they got their pins. They're allowed to go to the after party that you're all invited to. And I'm pretty sure we ended on the tables getting clear downstairs so people can listen to music and dance if they want to. We've essentially got 1 hour left before the ship docks and people go to the after party. / the opportune moment to break into the record room and commit complete and utter treason.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we left it. Jesus, 22 fucking minutes.
Is it treason if you don't like the Queen in the first place?
No, it is 100% treason if you don't like the Queen.
Okay.
We're not betraying her. We were never on her side in the first place.
100% has you down in her scrapbook as BFFs. It's like, came for a guy, we had a talk. Oh my god, she is, is it Regina George? What's her name?
Yeah.
Regina George? Yeah.
Yeah, it is Regina. She's going to 100% burn book twist the party. And hand it into the fucking hand of Yuria, guys. Oh god. But yeah, that's where we... Ian couldn't join us that day. So we're just like... It's not for easy's sake, I swear. But Risbeth just happened to be having a really long and martini off to the side because of James Bond and Mike.
I've been picturing him the whole time, going around in his little suit, just picking up trays of finger food and eating it all.
Oh yeah, 100% James Bond in my mind. Just shaken, not stirred. It's like, what does that mean? And he just keeps saying it.
Why do you have one eye and no fingers and you're dressed in a little suit? What's going on here? You've still got a dead pig on your head. What the hell?
I wouldn't have brought that with me, would I?
Probably. No, it's up to you.
No, I'd have left that behind. That could kill
Are you wearing your Minotaur helmet?
Darren is racist and hates
No,
Wow.
he's got helmet on. He's actually just tried to comb his hair.
Oh,
that's cute.
God, I'd say he probably walks over with a tray of finger food and be like, "This finger food is small."
Literal fingers, I hear.
When Risbeth walks away and puts the tray down and goes back.
No, I'm kidding. It's just the people running this party are evil.
I'm not eating fingers.
Maybe they're not people fingers. They're like chicken fingers.
Chickens don't have fingers.
Maybe because they all got cut off to be fed at the party.
I've never seen chicken with fingers. And I don't think this party was planned when chickens are around.
No, Ian. The party's been fucking on cards now for a long time.
Who's Ian?
yeah.
Sorry.
No, I love that.
So, guys,
I thought it was very funny.
You have an in-game or till the ship docks. What are you doing?
So I didn't meet the Queen then.
I'm pretty sure I declared you were there for easy's sake, just because it's just weird. I said you and Alex went into full Final Fantasy NPC mode, just because it would have been a hell of a lot. It would make way more sense too for you to be there more so than just off to the side bar eating food.
Grant, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that Risbeth didn't have to be like, "So what's the Queen like?" That's fine.
Essentially, yeah. So we didn't have to spend 40, not in a negative, a bad way towards you or anything, but it's more just so we didn't spend an hour just recapping the last game in character, so to speak.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
There's nothing worse. Actually, that's a lie. It's the second worst thing. Do you know what the first worst thing is? The lucky feet. Oh, actually, it's stunned. That's the right answer. Stunned. The stunned condition in 5th edition is broke.
Yep.
And that's why everything I invent inflicts the stunned condition.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take your arms away. What are you doing, lads? Lay it on.
Well, I mean, we did say lucky feet, so I'm gonna go dance.
Nice segue!
So you descend the steps downstairs dance floor. There is a nice band playing some, you know, like...
It's definitely Ludwig and his shitty brother.
Well, see, to adhere to Laura's requests, the floor is actually chainsaws, and they're just throwing weapons into them while screaming at the top of their lungs. We are evil. We are evil. Ha 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 ha. We are. No, it's four individuals playing like violins, lutes, and oboe, and it's just like music you can just swing feet if you're feeling spicy. There's no lyrics, and everyone there either look drunk and having time or drunken by the fact that they've created the first, you know...
Yeah.
Death Star.
Death weapon. So everyone's... If I'm throwing shake, and I have performance to see how well you throw.
Oh god, yeah, alright.
Of course you do, Esme.
Performance?
I have a +1. Crit
Hey!
fail! Crit fail! I suck! I'm sorry, all your dance lessons were for nothing, Isadora.
Esme kicks Coda's feet out from
Yeah.
under her and she starts dancing.
That saves my dignity a bit, because then I can at least say it wasn't my fault. I got tripped.
Coda trips himself up with his tail. He never factors in the tail. Silly bit.
He never learns.
He turns, twists, doesn't pop and lock. He falls and hits a glass out of a woman's hand. And
he apologizes profusely.
Hey, there is a lot happening
okay.
here, buddy. So the glass flies, another jet in the face, it goes all over, and he's like, "What is your deal?" And storms over.
Wait, who did it hit in the face?
A
guard?
A random gent.
Oh, he apologizes profusely.
He's like, "You think that's gonna clean? This suit costs 5,000 gold."
I don't have 5,000 gold. I'm very sorry.
This seems your problem's getting bigger and bigger, pal. And he like does that like pokes Coda in the chest thing.
I step in between the two of them.
Icarus, or not Icarus, Ian. I'm not being rude. He doesn't notice because you are a small boy.
No,
what does Risbit say?
I like pull down on his shirt, probably.
Yeah, cool.
To get his
Tug
attention.
his coattails.
Yeah, that's the one. Like, hey, it's an accident, alright? These things happen. Leave my friend alone. Go back to you, like, enjoying your people over there. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again. We're very sorry.
That's really, like, that was, like, actually so calm. Can I have a persuasion check, Ian? Because I thought it was going to be like, hey, buddy, I'm going to rearrange your face.
Yeah, that was just
but
so,
no, that was
so nice.
Yeah, that was nice. So that's a persuasion check, my man. My main dude.
That's
he's flustered. He's not convinced.
Like, just shit happens.
Perhaps when
shit happens. Are you going to pay the bill, little man?
Perhaps we can come to some arrangement. You don't have to involve my friend here.
The arrangement is literally 5,000 gold. Like, it's been there.
Coda, shush.
What?
Look, mister, I don't know what your name is. I couldn't care less right now. Just because it cost 5,000 for you to get doesn't mean the clean is going to be 5,000. Like, come on. If you can afford that, you can clean it.
I didn't make the mess. It's the principle.
We've apologized. We're going to continue with our night. I hope you continue with yours. And I push Coda away.
Dreadfully sorry. It's about the suit. Bye.
Persuasion check.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
It went to the 18. It went to a 4. I should really turn off 3D dice.
I turned off 3D dice because just it was so frustrating at times.
There's times like these I wish I was a spellcaster because I always take prestidigitation.
Risbit, you feel when as
Did
like
you just throw a drink at me?
he 100% just threw a drink at you, my friend.
Oh my god.
Like proper pet you, like enjoy your evening.
I've got like 3 things running through my mind I want to do right now.
Darren, the masks we're wearing are not like based on the wicker masks. They don't have the same properties, right?
No, they do not.
That's such a shame.
I do have a question, Darren.
Oh, shoot, buddy.
How much security is at this place?
A lot.
My god!
So much.
Record scratch. It fades to black. It's like, hey, or fades to grey and white, or like grayscale. It's like, hey, that's me. Probably wondering how I got in this mess. There's a lot. It's
Okay,
a fashion rally.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, just actually give him like a really disappointing and disapproving look, and then when he turns around to walk away, I'm gonna flip him the finger.
Those of you who see it, they're like,
I'm so tempted to like just stick out my cane and try to trip him, but I shouldn't.
do you?
Look what I've done. Okay, you do not do that.
I know, but at the same time, like I feel bad because you like defended me, but also I don't want to get us killed.
I could take him. Where's that pansy?
Amy's like scream for help is gonna just tell me not to.
No, I mean like after the thing, I could take him. The dinner.
Look, if you want to recognize Stan's face and then murder him in a film later, fine, but not here.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah,
no,
that makes sense. I won't trip him.
Esme!
What?
You hear your name beckoned, and you
Esme-
feel a
Esme
cold hand
turns.
on your shoulder.
Esme turns as though, like, it's the most natural movement in the world because she's just still dancing and has ignored everything that's happened to both Risbis and Code.
You see the purple-faced seeker known as Mother before you.
Mother, care to dance?
And she's like, oh, not one for the dog. The dance that she like pulls Maze into like I feel like a salsa. Feel like a salsa.
Oh.
Spice. She's like, enjoy evening, Esme.
Oh, wonderfully so. And we're sad that it almost had to end. It seems you forgot to give us the those blue badges.
No, I am forgetful.
I mean, I wouldn't think you would be. You seem so focused in your interest.
Oh well, you see, I have actual things to worry about, Esme, not the father's bank account. But let's not get into that. She like spins Esme kind of hard, kind of like rip her back in.
Mother, I think you've been in my head, so I feel like you realise that's probably not top billing things I'm worried about.
Oh,
whatever.
I know, but She, like, pokes
Here,
her.
I have a question.
Shoot, darling, shoot.
Have you ever looked at any of my siblings? Like, do you know what they look like?
I don't. Should I? Well, like I know their names, but I
know.
don't really care.
Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, so have you seen an 8-foot tall skeleton at this party?
No, why should I have? She points at Risbit, and she's like, "Is it him?"
You might do. Does she point at who?
She points at Risbit, and she's like, "Is he the 8-foot skeleton?"
No, he is a small lank goblin. Yeah, there's just, like a giant skeleton person here in disguise. I feel like your security, and she does a flourish. I imagine that she gets like spun out. She does like a flourish towards one of the seekers. Is like, you'd probably be able to like see that and keep an eye on it. You don't want people at this party being someone they're not.
That's
I'd put
true.
the queen in danger.
Oh, but why would the queen be in danger, dearest Esme?
Because he's an 8-foot tall skeleton.
We have security guards, and she spins like Esme towards security guard. We have a room full of seekers, and she spins her around the room. It's also worth noting that there is no seekers in the room. And we have the heroes of Aerith protecting her. Her new chums. Why would anyone ever make a silly move on the queen?
Well, I think just made a silly statement because there's literally no evidence that we're friends. I feel like we're acquaintances at best, but it's nice to think to know where she's at in the friendship.
She pulls like Esme to like the hiya bit. She's like, Esme, are you saying you would not follow through in your you as a hero to defend your queen if she were attacked.
Mother, are you going to indicate that my duty as a hero is to the queen and not to the people, even though I've never stated whether I'm for or against any member or party or group at any one time? Because really, I just stated the fact that I was against Caius and, you know, all of the other people that we had to fight. Also, racial segregation in Boy. Remember that one time?
She's like, going on I don't know who Bory is.
I love that our like greatest achievement is like the one that no one gives a shit about.
I know, but it's fine. Esme is just making it clear that this whole thing is really racist. But Mother, all I'm saying is, I would have thought that the Queen's like, you know, best mates, closest guardsmen and whatnot, be able to know and notice that there's an 8-foot tall skeleton in disguise at the party. I'm worried that her closest confidants aren't the ones who have the most concern for her at this moment. Esme has. Okay, I think this is a very descriptive smile. Esme has the kind of smile on her face that deserves the following punishment, which is Mother grabbing her by the legs and arms, stretching her out, and then breaking her back over her knee. but Esme is doing that. Esme is looking at Mother and looks at her purple face and continues to enjoy the dance, but is full on indicating to Mother her concern about the giant skeleton, and also really care about.
I just like the idea that Ball can like manifest as anything and is just appearing as a skeleton to the four of us to dick around with us.
Oh yeah, like he could have easily he could have disguised himself to us as well, I assume. He just chose not to.
Ball is and always will be a child with an hour or a magnifying glass and an anthill. That's the depth of his character. And she like spins Esme in at this like, you know, amazing clapback. And she's like, "Oh, Esme, if I were 7,000 years younger." Oh. She like runs a cold like back of the hand finger along Esme's like chin kind of thing.
Sorry, you're not the seeker I'm dating.
She's like, "Oh, he is alive. That's cute."
I don't know which one. There was one who gave us a gun that we used to kill.
Dumb. Yeah. Continue.
Okay, it's more just.
I think it's hot.
I was more just segueing towards the whole we killed the seeker poor thing.
Oh, that was you. Oh, okay. We had that tag the resistance.
I mean, maybe that tag isn't incorrect. Who knows, Mother? Who knows?
Wait, will you stop?
Oh no.
My god.
Esme's like actually drank a truth potion tonight or something, where she just spills everything at all times.
Hold on. Esme's whole deal is that she always, well, not always tells the truth, but she's not a liar. Like, that's her whole deal. But anyway, Esme is just provoking Mother.
To be fair, we need somebody just like, we need that nice balance of like, Esme and Rizbit are very frank and Izzy and Coda are not, so like, we need that nice balance.
Well, it's more, one of two things is going to happen. Esme is going to be thrown through the ship by Mother, or Mother's going to kiss her, so like, let's see what happens. Come on, Darren.
I hope it's both.
Come on, Darren.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I thought I was holding on. My bad. No problem. Yeah, no, Mother slides a very tender hand around Esme's neck and, like, reaps her in close kind of thing. And she's like, "Enjoy the rest of your evening, Miss Nilo. Just careful where you step. You know, those pressure plates are very tricky." She lets her go.
As I kind of just like, wait, what?
Like, as she walks off, she like grabs like a hand of Yuria, just like, "You!" Starts dancing with them like really sarcastically and wide, like this kind of thing.
How can you dance sarcastically?
Quite, yeah.
We don't know, but she managed it.
Yeah, somehow she's doing it.
Esme does the exact same thing, but going in the opposite direction. She just like grabs him. It's like, "Come here!"
The soldier is just, "Please don't touch me."
Just dance, Jeremy.
Madam, this is against the law.
She's grabbed that poor Nilo waiter who's been just like on his feet all night. What was his name? Like Todd or something?
Probably.
What's one dance between a local hero and a guardsman? Why is our love so forbidden, Jeremy? Huh. Well, I feel like I've made an adequate scene. I'm going to get a drink. She walks off.
Z is still at the bar, pretty hammered. She is just nursing a little glass.
Guys, I also realized totally that we made a mistake. That mistake amounted. I didn't state clearly that she put the bag of holding in her handbag, so we can't just tie her up in a bag and then stick her arm out as a key. And honestly, I actually really regret that I can't do that. In fact,
that would have been really funny.
It's the saddest thing ever, because I feel like if she's blackout drunk, she won't notice that she's in a blackout bag. But oh well.
So, anything specific others wish to do? Or do you just kind of like mingle, dance, have a nice little sippy sip of a drink, maybe?
I'd like to approach the band.
Yeah.
Like, is their lead vocalist, anyone conducting? What's the deal?
No, it's just a group of elves. They kind of look like all wood elves. 2 men and 2 women. They're all just like it's more just like instrumental. It's just like kind of like upbeat, like swinging music kind of thing. Like not swing music, but like no, you could swing your hips out, that kind of music.
So no one looks like they're in charge?
No, well, like yeah, no one's really like. One of the violin guys will kind of like stroll up, like kind of like lean towards like Izzy and be like, "What? Yeah," as he's like playing away.
Sorry to interrupt you. I happen to be a bit musical myself, and I've written a song for the Queen. I don't suppose there's any opportunity for me to kind of perform for her, is there?
Can I have a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Izzy?
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, sure. Do you want us to just play rhythm, like something generic, or just what?
Here. And she passes out sheet music.
Yeah, like one of them on the lute is kind of like just strumming. Like the others have stopped and are just like leaning in, kind of like, what we do? Like just playing some sort of melody to like so the room isn't in silence, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we could do this.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm Isadora, by the way.
Like, oh, I'm Bart. Shake your hand.
Nice to meet you. So when they're ready.
Yeah, it's literally the Marty McFly scene from.
It's your cousin Marvin Berry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so she's just gonna, introduce herself to the crowd and say this is a song that she specifically for coming here, and it's such an honor to be here and to meet everyone, and yada yada, complicating bullshit. And then she's gonna sing the song.
Neato, can I have a performance check, Amy?
So she sings a song for and about Yuria and how it's so resilient and inspiring, and how no matter what happens, no one's ever going to conquer it. And it's all very like fluffy and patriotic and that kind of thing. Just isn't Yuria a great lad? So we just love Yuria.
There's subtext there.
There's no. This isn't a song of resistance. We're not starting the fight now.
No, not now.
What? Esme puts away the bow.
Yeah.
It's not that one song from Les Mis, no?
No.
Yeah, she just gets up and starts singing all of Les Mis.
Yeah, the whole thing.
A one-woman performance of Les Mis.
Esme jumps off the ship. It's like, no, I'm not doing this. Esme's Javert.
Javert.
He just puts on the big hat.
Yeah, but that's like Izzy gets like a proper like audience, everyone's clapping kind of thing.
Yeah, the thing is, I just kind of want, like, I know people know who we are, but I want to like leave them with like a good image of us in their mind, if you get me. Like, we haven't been introduced to everybody. I want everyone to think, yeah, those heroes of Arethia lads, they're good lads.
Ah, sure, she's quite gas.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, everyone, like, you know, like pretty much the entire crowd claps and stuff, and you see the soldiers salute kind of thing at the whole praise of Yuria stuff. You know, it's really well received.
Okay.
Well done.
And I'll thank them, and I'll thank the band, and bow, and...
Yeah, no, she's like, oh yeah, by all means, dude, rock and roll. And like, they kind of just like, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and like, just kick back into what they were playing. That was rock and roll. Anyone else? Anything specific? Or is it a case of like, everyone's like, who is he? Like, you know, clinkety clank.
Yeah, Coda will kind of be like laughing and congratulate her on her fluff piece.
Yeah, I'll get Isadora a drink.
Oh, well, thank you. But, you know, we've still got a lot of work to do. And she grabs Alexander by the wrist, turns to Coda and says, pay attention, and then starts off with him.
Ooh, performance. Yeah, no, Izzy and Alex, like, dance perfectly. Izzy's great.
Coda definitely can't top
man.
The urge to have Mother just be beside Coda and be like, how does that feel? How's that feel? Stolen! Under your nose!
Yeah, I guess when they're done, I'll try and dance again, but I'm probably not gonna do well.
Yeah, I'm not.
We're gonna say Coda is under the influence of guidance and may roll again.
Like advantage or?
No, guidance is 1d4, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still not good.
Oh boy.
Wow.
He's trying his best, but he's not doing well. His best isn't good enough. Like, this man's good at certain things. Dancing's not one of them.
Alex is very much like enjoying it. He's kind of like, this is silly. Kind of like, you know, like, Coda like fumbles it, but he doesn't really mind. He's having a nice jolly out.
Esme loudly whispers, like, oh my god, the Darrow boy can't dance. How shocking.
Coda gives her a look.
Like someone with like a monocle and like one of those like, oh no, a man with a monocle and a woman with those like, you know, the glasses on the
little stick thing.
It's like, and I hear he isn't a fan of weed either. Shit, like just barrels.
I heard he sleeps with devils.
Yeah, shit. Like,
Gracious.
He's some devil in that old Darrow place.
They say that old Darrow place is haunted.
They say he sometimes walks naked through the streets at night and gets painted in art classes. Scandalous.
He does. Oh, hashtag throwback. So, anything specific anyone else wants to do?
No, I think that he's gone. I'm just gonna keep trying.
Yeah, Riz is just gonna sit back and do nothing.
Can I make a third times the charm roll, just in case?
Go for it, buddy. I swear to God, if you roll a 1, Coda's legs are coming
Roll
off.
a 1.
No, it's another 6. Look, I tried. Clearly, I'm not a dancer.
You rolled 3 6s.
I rolled a 1 and 2 6s.
There's 3 6s on the table right now, and
that's Amy was one of them.
Looks like
it is an omen of things to come. Good things.
Esme wonders loudly, well, this was the longest 10 minutes ever. What will we do for the next 50?
Keep eating like finger food and drinking.
He starts a monkey knife fight in the bottom of the ship.
Where did she find monkeys?
They're rich people, of course. Monkey knife fights. Darren, where is the gambling hall on this ship?
There is none because gambling is illegal, Neil.
Where is the roulette table, you liar?
It's almost like you have a blue pin on your badge that will point you to that soon. All such things are rumored to be in the afterparty.
Well, that's fine. Poor Coda. Darren, is anyone pointing and laughing at Coda?
His
Is
brother,
that
probably.
Amidala fella that I've never met pointing and laughing at Coda?
Oh, he's not on the ship, Neil. Don't be silly. He's not.
He's definitely not that elf in red boots.
Oh yeah. Did we tell him the fact that the man who broke his sword might be here?
Oh yeah, we think one of the Queen's
think
advisors
I
is
was
the
told the
Amygdala
weekend.
dude. Amygdala? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I think you guys told me the weekend.
Yeah, he's the only advisor whose name we haven't gotten, and he gave us a real look when we walked in, and like he just definitely seems like that dude.
Well, Coda,
Oh,
are you going to
strictly
blow
for
up this ship?
him.
Sorry?
Coda, are you going to blow up this ship or not?
I assume this is Into the Ring.
Maybe, who knows?
God.
I'm ready to provoke some more action. What's so what?
I would love
Otherwise,
to, but do you have a suggestion of how I might get in unseen and blow it up without killing all of us?
No, so maybe let's just relax for another little while.
I'm
Oh.
on board with the plan, I just don't know how I do it without getting us all killed.
I'm just really tense. I feel like I just want to slap somebody, but then we have to fight people.
Coda, like, takes a step back.
Go fight your sister. Get one
Yes,
of
your
them.
sister, yes.
No, I'm waiting to fight them at the after party.
Are they going to the after party?
I don't know, probably not.
I don't think they're important enough to get invited.
Your sister is only a +1.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. Darren, where's Celeste? I want to see if she's a blue bag.
She's off talking to the man you know to be Caleb.
Oh, actually.
We haven't met Caleb either.
No, we haven't met Caleb.
Okay, Esme just barrels up and is like, Celeste!
Esme.
Who's the fella?
Esme. Caleb. Caleb, this is Esme. And he's like, pleasure.
Esme reaches her hand out. She's like, she's told me nothing. It's because she shuns me and doesn't speak to me. How are you, Caleb?
Fine. Enjoying the party. Celeste has told me a lot about you. I hear you're an adventurer.
Hero, one might say. Constantly in battles. Saving worlds and lives. On an almost hourly basis. And
Never a dull day, it seems. Is there something you wanted, Esme? Esme?
Neil?
Oh, sorry. It didn't. I thought I had pressed, but I hadn't. Anyway, Esme is just like, oh, I just wanted to meet the other man who has intentions on my other sister. The Tessa's boyfriend is so I'm gonna put it out there, fully evil, but maybe Celeste is doing better in the boyfriend department.
I mean, out of character, very high up dude in the hand.
On the other hand, God of murder!
Yeah! I don't know, I think I'd take Bal over this guy.
Anyway,
Say that name.
Celeste and Caleb both look at Esme kind of like, how much have you had to drink? Like, they're kind of like, and then Celeste is like, how much have you had to drink, Esme?
nothing actually.
Oh, so you're a big crystal head now, are you? Jeez. Oh, no, sorry. Gods above.
Esme is just like, I left my crystal at home. I still have not used it. How did you know I had it? Speaking of crystal, I did meet a man who made crystal drugs in Dead Man's Haven. I attacked him and snuck him into the guardhouse. I'm a hero like that.
Caleb's ear perch up. He's like, oh, so you've been to Dead Man's Haven?
Yes. And Shaylin and Dagdom for our sins. Dagdom's an awful, awful place.
Never been.
Yeah, don't. There's Oni. and there's only one. Anyway, they can shapeshift into people you know, and they can be really, really hard to like root out. What about Orion, Caleb? Have you ever been to Orion? I want to go to Orion.
I've been there a few times, yes.
Have you been since the giants arrived? I hear these giants are a big problem.
They are.
Another joke. Esme looks like Caleb right in the eye, and then she like gives a proper hearty laugh. It's like, I like you, Caleb, already. You are actually a clever man.
It's like, thank you. Celeste is just like, I'm gonna burn your face off in your sleep. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, no, I liked Orion. I haven't been there since the Giants started, but you know, never say never.
So Darren, I've been speaking to this man. Do I get any kind of general sense of
general sense of what? Sorry, Neil, you cut out there at the end.
Just a general sense of like, does he seem to be above board? Like, does his body language indicate he's just another person at this horrible party, or like, is he?
You know what? Give me an active insight check.
Yeah, boy.
Inconclusive, Esme. He is indeed a sentient creature before you. That you have
he is
indeed
probably a man. We don't know for sure.
Esme sticks her hand out to him anyway, and she says, "Well, I just wanted to get the opportunity to meet you, and I'm sure we'll see each other again at some free dinner or other." And she is awaiting to shake his hand.
Yeah, he shakes it back and just kind of like, it's been nice, Esme.
It has been nice, Caleb. Just see you at the after party, maybe?
And she's just like, no. Don't bother with such things.
Esme is like, oh, well, enjoy going home then, and she walks away. Celeste. Can't we just push her off a bridge or something?
We're on an airship. It's a good thing to push someone off.
No, I can't kill her on this. And would see.
Her boyfriend would arrest you.
It's like take any random member of the hand and let them talk to Celeste for like 10 minutes. And then push her off. No consequences.
Yeah, Caleb will cover up for you. He'll be like, yeah, no, she deserved it.
Is that all? Does time pass?
Where's Z? What's she at? What's she doing?
She is hammered by the bar.
She's still drinking?
Yep.
Okay, as long as she's... I want to keep an eye on her and make sure she is still drinking and, like... In a way, like, yeah, awake and not dead in a pool of her own vomit, but, like, still very, very drunk.
Yeah, she slowed down. She's, like, sipping the same kind of, like, hefty, like, triple whiskey kind of thing, but, like, she's grand, like.
I'm gonna, like, kind of into the ring, say to people, like, what's our plan for her when we arrive?
Because we've been invited to the after party, I think we have to like show our faces regardless.
So you want to do this after the after party?
Let's do it before. Everyone will be milling around trying to get in. But
if we do it before, and then they, whatever we do to her, if they find out
okay,
halfway
look,
through...
Coda, hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a unilateral decision here.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do it before. You know why?
And what are we gonna do with her?
We're gonna put her somewhere. She's gonna be drunk. We're gonna splash some more whiskey around on her. She's like, oh, she's just a drunk lady.
And if she wakes up with no hand and comes running into the room saying,
we're not gonna cut off her hand. We're gonna carry her with us, and we're gonna make it look like we're helping her down the stairs, and then we're gonna jam her hand into some locks, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not
work.
here.
It work. I don't disagree. I just wanted to know the plan because I'm panicking.
Coda, do you need to be slapped?
No, I don't. I'm fine.
Well, then stop going about it the right way. Get one. Stop panicking.
We have a plan now. No, we have a plan. It's fine. Once I know there's a plan, it's fine. It's all fine.
Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh, do you want me to start listing things? Because I could be here for a while.
Well, yeah, let's start, and then you can stop once we finish docking.
He starts listing all the things that could go wrong into the ring. Most of them end in torture, imprisonment, and death.
Once he says the first one, Esme just takes off the ring.
It's almost creepily in unison. As Coda stops listing them, the ship moves. And you hear someone announce over some sort of magical intercom that's totally just not a giant sending stone in the sea. Oh, we docked successfully. We'll depart momentarily. It's everyone, please, be courteous and don't trample one another, kind of thing. That sort of thing.
Esme secretly hopes someone gets trampled, and she hopes it's her sister.
Which one?
She loudly hopes that out loud to everyone, to her sister.
I tell a lie. No, I don't. Esme hopes someone gets trampled, and she hopes it's Baal. She really hopes it's Baal.
When we dock, I'm going to go over to Zelane and say, "Oh, we've docked now. Oh, let me give you a hand getting open. Let's go to the party," because she has a after party badge.
Yeah,
as well.
she has.
Yep. She's like, "Oh, it's fantastic! Ooh, party!" And she slugs the glass around, kind of thing.
Yeah, let's party.
And you essentially carry her out, so to speak.
Well, she can walk, can't she?
Yeah, but I mean, you've got you're like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna help her up.
Yeah, so the rest of you go with Izzy.
Yeah.
Risbeth, Esme.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
You find yourselves in the foyer after stepping off the ship, going through the hallway, everyone's talking, mesmerized. Oh, it's all the dog of the town, this giant airship that can kill things.
Yeah.
As you enter the foyer, you see people chatting, oh yeah, some people are oh, we'll go to the party in a minute. Others are oh yeah, let's just, we're not invited, let's just go. And a lot of people are and then Zaylin is oh yeah, let's go, let's get on the elevator. Woo!
Yeah, let's get the elevator. Woo!
Elevator, yay.
So you guys get onto the elevator.
Risbeth's all sluggish because he's eaten 7 trays of party food.
Is there anyone else on the elevator?
Yes.
It's Ludwig.
Ace. No, as you guys are well, this all was perfect. The door is held. You see a couple oh, do you mind, we're in a rush, we're not going to know, we just need to get home.
Yes, I do mind.
It's rather rude, madam.
I don't care. Get an elevator.
No, it's our friend here is very drunk and she's going to vomit all over everyone. It'd be better for your dress if you don't.
Who are these people?
We are the heroes of Erethdor.
Oh my god.
We are the heroes of Erethdor. We deserve this elevator. Who are you? Shut up.
They look like store brand Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle. They're just rich people who just wanted to go home. They look like cheeks are a little rosy. They're clearly just okay, I'm at the drinks. I'm oh, what are our faces? We took the tour. Oh my god, Armageddon is on the window, boys. Let's go home. And they're
sorry, sir, madam. Just if you value your clothes, your finery, I wouldn't be in a confined space with our friend here. She might go at any moment, all over you.
Esme, intimidation, Coda, persuasion.
Ugh.
I really want to fake vomit now. With all the food I've eaten.
I mean, Risbeth could legit vomit. Hey, twinsies.
Oh no!
Two tens make a 20, Darren.
That's how this game works. In the slightest point, they step back anyway, without a word. You let the doors close and look you all in the eye, as if committing your faces to memory.
Esme just says, "Wait, we have masks on."
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're as Milo, the hero of Erethdor. It's not going to be exactly fucking hard to find out what you look like without the mask.
Well, as the doors are closing, she says, "If you want to complain, I'm Celeste Milo."
I really want the party to get into the records room by a window. It's oh, this I just see Celeste.
I would feel so guilty. I have to go after. That's
Both
so
of them go out the after. It's like, no, both of us should die.
Well, yeah. Well, hold on. Esme's whole thing is if she gets like a certain like distance from the ground, she'll like misty step, and then that should be okay. Velocity doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was like, we're not gonna get into that talk. So yeah, Z up. She's just basically singing to go up, but you guys need to go down.
It's floor 56?
Wait, hold on.
57 and 62.
62 is the one you're on now.
62. Oh no, 70 is where we are now. 62 is the secret record room, and 57 is the regular record room.
Ah.
Hey, okay, so
Into the
we're just
ring,
gonna-
like which one do we do first?
let's go down to 60 first, and then down further.
Isn't the records room the priority? And we don't know if her arm will open the one to the ears.
We can at least check. What I will say is, it'll be easier. Trying to think of which is more like it'll be harder to convince them that we are bringing her back upstairs if they catch us, than it is to convince them that we are bringing her all the way downstairs to catch us after like the first record room, and then we can take her outside and figure out from there. However, someone else.
Someone just make a plan before I vomit.
Oh my god, you're the
You
worst
vomit.
person!
Z is like, Zame, make a plan,
Okay,
lady man. She falls over.
Esme just starts like tapping, like she starts just like slapping the wall. It's like, work! How do you work? Get us to the which one? 62? Which is the first one? Get me to 62. Hurry up, you bag of bolts.
And it starts to move, and like Z just like crouches down, and she's like, metal, and like just rubs her cheek along the metal as it goes down.
Esme is horrified. Esme is like, what's wrong with her?
I say into the ring, do we want to like when we're like going through these halls, while we're going through these rooms, in the instance that someone happens to see us, like, do we want to disguise ourselves? Because I can help with that.
Disguises wouldn't go amiss.
While Zelaine is like rubbing her face in the metal, I'm gonna cast seeming.
And what do you seem like, guys?
Like the Hand of Yuria guards that were
Ooh, nice.
attending. Well, not attending, guarding the party.
Oh! Conceiving do specifics.
I think so.
It can, but you can't like give yourself, say, like 4 arms or anything like that.
Okay. Esme suggests that we either turn Coda into Kit or turn someone into Caleb.
Do that one.
If you can. It might give us a better bargaining chip if we do have to try and be like, let's get out of here.
I can
Make
become
Esme
what
look
people
like.
need me to.
You can be who? Caleb. Wait, can't seeming only make you seem like a foot taller than you are or something at max?
Yeah.
So it couldn't be Rizbit, it'd have to be Esme or Coda.
Oh!
Or is he?
I have a better idea.
What?
Isadora,
What?
make Rizbit look like the angry Hooks gnome.
No.
Oh my god, you're so boring. Fine, we'll be regular guards.
Damn, we could have had an Adam Driver cameo and everything. So you all Hand of Yuria people. Did you go through with the Caleb / specific Hand of Yuria agent?
Esme, do you want to look, Caleb?
I mean, it can only make things bad for people that aren't us.
Okay.
See, I feel like that's reason enough to get away with it. I feel like we should have a clear conscience on this one.
Cool, so you're Caleb now. Z is like enjoying the metal. And she kind of looks up at one eye and she's like, oh hey, and she stands up, oh hey guys, where'd you come from?
we were assigned to look after you, milady.
He's just like, and on that note.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like salute her and like say, you know, what was her title? Did she have a title? Was it commander?
I don't think she had a title. Because she's not...
I was told what she
she's
was
not-
and I've forgotten. Hang on.
She's not
Oh my
military.
god.
I know she's part of Hand of Yuria, but she's not, like, military. Right?
Neil, read my response before you commit to any messages.
Oh, what's going on now?
Oh no.
No, I was more making that joke. She's a key NPC, or she's a key.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
like,
okay.
she's like, where did the others go? We're going down. We should be going up.
We'll go up when we're finished going down. It's always the way. Start from the bottom and move your way up.
Yeah. And like the thing lands, like at the floor you guys need, and she's like, well, this isn't the party.
Officers Lane, open this door.
Hey, whoa. That's not very cool. Why are you all
Please.
getting on? Basically you have persuasion advantage because like she thinks you're hand.
She's drunk as hell.
I also
okay.
said please. Darren, can I have a +1 because I said please?
No.
But I did
Can
my
I try give her?
manning.
Can I try give her advantage? Oh, you already have advantage.
Wait, we have advantage. Let's see how it works.
Nice.
Yay.
Neato. She's like, why? Why do we have to go in here? And she's like trying to jam her fist into the door. She's like, why? Why? Why are you
Don't
coming at me
remember
with
we
these
were
words?
told to check
Blaine.
things?
If you can help us in this matter and a further
Is
matter,
there a spy?
potentially. But if you
Is
can
it-
help us now,
Is
Elaine,
that
stop
person?
Stop
Point to
interrupting.
hit that person.
I
I saw them steal cups.
Stop interrupting me, please.
Okay.
If you help us now, we will ensure that you drink on the Queen's dime for the rest of the evening. So, it is in your best interest. And we'll ensure that you have an incredibly great night going forward.
But when it's revealed that that person's don't come crying to good old
Who did she point out?
Coda.
Okay.
She pointed at Coda. Yeah, turns on her heel and just like almost with like weird accuracy, just like spins the heel and just like jams the hand into the thing. And the noise that follows is pretty like hurtful to the ears. It's not nice. Like really like steel on steel gears and like the doors you hear like, you know, the click and like you see the door start to slide open. She takes her hands back out and she's like, mission accomplished, and like salutes Caleb.
Well, will you can step in with us. We need you to stay by. Aaron, what's behind the door?
A long AF hallway. Nice tiled floors.
Esme puts
Square.
her. Well, Caleb puts his hands out, and into the ring. He says, "Was told to watch out for the tiles below our feet, as who knows, we might just blow up. So everybody, be careful. I'll see if I can figure them out from where we are."
Out of character, the fact that she told us to watch for pressure plates means she knew exactly what we were about to do tonight, which means that we're definitely fucked.
Yes, Laura, I'm aware.
Yeah, I know. I've just been
situation.
thinking about it. I'm just wondering why we're still doing this, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Because
Okay.
Okay.
Out of character as the DM. You're just to wonder out of character why you're still doing it mid thing is a bad thing. This is elevator. Z is shifting the metal floor topic. This isn't like mid stride animation. Like, why are we doing this? Like, boom. But sorry, you're doing what, Esme? You're checking for traps.
Yeah.
Traps.
oh,
Have an investigation.
cool.
For a second, I was like, "What the fuck do you check for traps of me again?"
Wait, hold on. I need to grab my copy of Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Z is just gonna look at Esme and Caleb and be like, nerd.
Wait for her traitorous, treasonous behavior.
Ooh, Z puts her hand up on the wall and she's like, "Oh, Caleb,
Z. Zlane.
You going to the after party?"
Yeah, I definitely am.
No, that's curious.
Why are you so curious, Lane?
No, it's just you'll be there. I'll be there.
Agree
that-
to shift her at the after party, then she'll go up to real Caleb and shift him in front of some. Oh.
I have a question, Darren.
Hello.
Does this seem like she's attempting a con out of nowhere, or how comfortable is she with making this statement?
She's very drunk and could possibly be the drunken speech of a very repressed thought. What's your point, Esme?
She lonely.
I was trying to figure out if this was something that perhaps indicated that Caleb's a cheating bastard.
They have a history or something.
It was probably the only time that I would have ever defended Celeste. But apparently that's not the situation, so I don't have to worry about defending Celeste. That's fine. It says you gain additional insight because you have learned a variety of common signs, but it doesn't say what that fucking means when you have.
Yeah, they're intentionally vague, I think. So it's up to the DM, like whether you get a bonus or an advantage or whatever. Because I have the similar kind of thing.
Off the bat, common signs would be if you're in a crypt that uses a lot of stonework, where you're like, oh yeah, that looks like somewhere someone hide a shotgun trap. But if you're in a forbidden tower that like not a lot of people set foot in, you would not know these similar signs. Familiar, so you don't get advantage.
One sec. Sorry, I know that's taken too long.
And the hall before you is a hallway before you.
How
Z starts walking. It's about 60 feet.
Esme, as Caleb, puts her hand on Z's shoulders, like, Z, you know where you're going.
Well, you want to inspect the big old door.
Yes, but
Can I try to investigate for traps, Darren?
Yeah, sure.
we need to ensure that you do not trigger any of the alarms.
What alarms?
No.
You think we need alarms up here? We're on the 72nd floor.
Caleb,
even, sorry, I apologize.
60-second. Correct?
Oh, yes, you're correct, she is.
Yeah, I wouldn't correct
Oh my
her because
God.
then when she,
no, like,
I'm not correcting her. Like, because if she comes to and is like, oh, there was someone on the 62nd floor, then they know instantly. Like, oh, if she says 72nd, grand.
No, it's okay. I have a plan for after.
Oh,
Okay, cool. Do you have modified memory?
Well, I could make a spell, or I could just get her fucking blitzed.
At the party? Yeah, I mean, I assume we
Yeah.
just bring her with us to the party afterwards and act like nothing's wrong.
Someone got a little sick in the bathroom. Don't tell her.
I feel like that's code for Isadora, like drowning her in a toilet.
She just needs to sleep it off.
Guess who
Did
got
I lose?
Esme,
Oh my god, it's that scene from Mando where he breaks his neck on the plane and gives the air hostess for a cushion, and when she brings it, he's like, "Don't disturb my friend, he's dead time." It's like, fuck Arnie with the bomb.
Esme says into the ring, hey, so I can't see any problems, but Mother also warned me about problems, so does someone else want to take a shot at this?
Well, I don't see anything either.
Izzy.
I'll look around just to see if anything catches my eye in particular. But my in
Isadora, before you is a hallway that is indeed a hallway.
okay. She just shrugs. Can't see anything.
Well, let's start walking then. And Esme just starts walking.
as Caleb down the corridor.
And Zelane seems to know where she's going.
She thinks she's on the other floor.
Okay.
Darren, so what are the walls like?
Are there doors? Are there sign plates?
I will say I have a cane, so I can walk ahead with my cane if you want.
Are there big drawers full of information?
No, the only big dirty crime boy drawers. No,
is there an arrow that says info here?
No, the before you is a very long hallway. The tile work is white marble. The walls are like a really dark, almost marble. It's flush. They're like even where like you would have marble slabs, joined up at the wall, because carving a complete hallway out of marble is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely flush, like no seams, nothing. At the very end of the door, there is a bronzy kind of maybe door with a very large seeker face and a smaller one down where like you could stick an arm key into. But that's literally the only thing away. It's kind of lit almost magically. There doesn't seem to be like any sconces. It's lit. It's fam, as the kids say.
Zelane, open this door.
You never told me why we're inspecting the door, Kate. And she's like, look, Caleb, as she's like trying to jam her fist into basically the smaller seeker's mouth is open wide, almost kind of like unsettlingly so, because you're not using their mouths that open. And like she's kind of looking at Caleb, like, haphazardly jamming her hand towards this like whole thing.
I have direct orders from Mother to investigate further.
Ooh, persuasion with advantage.
Nice. Let's hope Zelane is one of those people who's super in love with Mother.
She's like, oh, Miss Mother. Okay, well, I want to get, thrown out no windows. And she, like, slides the hand into the yoke, and, like, the sound seems way more flush, way more elegant. This, like, the gears and mechanisms aren't, like, kind of just like, yeah, just any old thing. The doors open, the seeker's face, like the giant relief on the door splits and the doors creep open. You are washed in the face with cold, kind of like fog, as if a room were particularly cold as fuck, and washes out. And you guys kind of get like, ooh, like a bit of a chill.
Can just at the threshold, can we see what's inside? Hello?
Did I die or did Darren die?
Darren may have died. Maybe you replying to something.
Darren.
Oh, no.
But it was a cliffhanger, damn it.
Yeah, sorry. What was it?
Just standing at the threshold of the door, like, what can we see inside?
As if you're in a library, rows upon rows upon rows upon rows of something. It's very dimly lit.
As May says into the ring, Isadora, I don't suppose you have the ability to locate the records we're looking for with a spell.
I should do, but let me just read the flavor text and see if it can be done. The issue with the hate object is that it specifies an object that is familiar to you.
Yeah,
There's no definition of that.
Yeah, I was about to say, pretty sure, like, I'd rule that you'd have to have at least seen it, like, dancing kind of thing, because that way you could literally be like, oh, where's Excalibur?
Yeah.
There it is, that kind of thing. So, yeah, no, because I was about to say, I before Amy read it out, I was, from the top of my head, I thought it was you have to be even, like, at least somewhat familiar with it, so I'm going to say you have to have at least seen one hell of a detailed drawing.
Yeah. So she'll shrug and say, no, we're going to have to do a manual. Sorry.
When we walk up to look at these things, are they books or what are they? Like,
do you guys go in? I assume you just were
are we on the threshold? Okay.
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Coda wants to. Coda.
Well, if everyone's like standing at the door hesitating, I won't, but if like people are just kind of...
Darren.
Hello.
What is the floor made of? And can I investigate it for traps?
The floor is lava.
The floor looks like kind of a similar enough marble, like tile work that you've just walked down?
I'm gonna, if you will let me.
Can I try
I
and
would
give
like
you advantage? So I could try as well.
Yeah, what rolls, my friends?
Right, Coda, you start us off.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Esme, Coda, marble tiles and nothing more.
Right, let's.
Yeah, I'll
start,
step in then.
Let's start checking these shelves.
Yeah.
Like, I want to like guide Zelane, but you see, I don't want her to.
You don't want her to see what we're taking though either, so you gotta keep her...
Oh, Zelane is trying to guide Izzy if Izzy tries to guide Zelane.
I'm just gonna like, is there like a reading table or anything like that?
Oh, sorry. There, in between, like loads of the like shelves are tables, but Zelane is clearly trying to pull you guys over something in the corner, kind of thing. She's like, "All right, what are you looking for?"
Oh, is there a search thing?
I'll let her. There's a
Google.
Yeah, there's a directory. I'll let her tell me to where she wants to go.
Before you guys is essentially like, since you guys have seen the piano, well,
sorry to interrupt.
What?
Can we like close? Maybe not shut them, but just like close them.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, and they close quite easily. They look fancy, they look heavy, but they close oddly.
Before we close them, does it look like there's an easy way to open them from the inside, or do we need her key again? Like,
I don't mean this in a dick way, Laura, but there's the handle. Like,
yeah, right, okay.
100%. There's just like,
as in, there's not a second locking mechanism on the other side.
No,
yeah.
we have to check. You know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I know. But I was like, I feel like no matter how
I am here to ask the stupid questions.
No. It's a good question. Like, no matter how it is, I'll just sound like an asshole. So I better just address it. But yeah, no. There's it's one of those like, once you're in, you get back out easy, that sort of thing.
Great.
So what's this magical catalog look like that we definitely are led to?
Yeah, you guys are led to essentially, like, since you guys have seen the piano thingy that Isidore played, it's kind of similar enough set out. All the keys look like fingers, like bronze Seeger fingers, like their palms outward towards you. All the keys are written in common. It's like literally it's like a keyboard. There's kind of like a large seeker head like hovering above you with this thing, but this is all in front of you. You know, like the back of a typewriter got those like literally the actual bit taps on the page. Like Z kind of like fills a bit and hits one of the keys. I would say she hits like N, just for a random letter. She hits N, like a mechanical N comes up at the start of like a sentence, and it's just like literally a piece of metal that has like an etching of an N, and it's just up. And she's like, "What? Come on! You're clearly here to like investigate files. Let's just get this. This place is freezing."
Why don't you take a seat, and I'll shrug off like my formal ceremonial guard jacket and drape it over her shoulders.
Oh shit! You can't do that because it's part of the illusion.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, it's for the illusion. Yeah.
Darn it! Trying to be a gentleman. And she just really awkwardly put her hands on her shoulders.
Start massaging her.
To realize,
I believe in you.
Risbeth's just hugging her.
But like she hits this kind of like off to the side, and when she hits it, like this slot comes back down, kind of like maybe a backspace or a delete all, who knows? Which is like, yeah, well, what do you need?
I will do the thing.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like talk to her about how much her help is appreciated, and Mother's gonna really appreciate this, and the commander really appreciates it, if you know what I mean.
He told me that he likes someone.
I just like sort of making so she's not looking at what I'm doing essentially.
I'll also kind of try to position myself so that, like, strategically that I'm blocking whatever's coming up, like where the metal things are. So I'm putting myself between them, so she won't like just glance at it. She'd have to look around me to look at what.
What are you inputting? And we'll break just right now because I need to get some water and such.
if we're looking for multiple names, would now be the time to indicate all of the names, or would it just be?
Yeah, like when this thing clanks when you type it, it doesn't seem sophisticated. You feel like you have to go one at a time, kind of thing.
Then the first letters or the first characters she puts up there are K9.
Yeah, cool. Esme hits K, and like the finger kind of goes down. It actually like it's straight up like a load of like hands, like open palm or layered on top of each other, that sort of thing. When she when she hits K, like it you see like this like kind of like a metal ruler with K comes up and a 9, and then there's a button that looks like kind of like an arrow, like a go, like yes. And when you do that, you hit, and you see the seeker head kind of like it moves slightly, but like you hear a lot of like mechanical whizzing, like cogs turning, and you see off in the distance, because this hallway is like, this room you're in is really fucking long, like coupled with the like I see fog and it's kind of almost like going forever, that kind of like ethereal look sort of thing. But you're like, like something like, like scraping along maybe a track, like, well, it would be like a track, like kind of just like disappears into the distance, and then like you hear like like loads of clicking, and like it just like all the way back up, and you see like it's clearly holding like some like a police, like where's the file, that kind of thing. But it's kind of got like maybe like a metallic cover that's like clearly slotted into these walls, like really thin things. And it comes back and like it descends slightly to the left, the like keyboard, for the lack of a better term.
Cool. Esme will take the thing.
Yeah, and it just says K9 on it, and it looks like there seems some sort of weird lock mechanism. When Esme pulls it off, like takes it from the machine, it seems to like kind of just like unlocked it, like to slot it back into say put it away, that sort of thing. You would put it in. It seems to lock, but like when you've taken the record out, it seems to have unlocked it in the like motion.
Cool.
What
Esme
are you
will
looking for?
Nothing, and then she taps in Father.
When you do like Father, like the seeker head droops down, and there's kind of like the sheets come down, the machine doesn't move.
Can I press the backspace?
Oh, yeah, like when you hit all this, like the roofs go down, and the thing to be like order has been placed, the seeker head kind of drops down, kind of thing, and you kind of hear the machine kind of jolt as it's like no.
So before she hits backspace, does it actually? It was working as expected. Then she'll do it again.
Yeah, it's a case of when Esme keeps asking Father, it's like the machine is clearly like no.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, not that there was a malfunction. Sorry, it's more a case of like
just
those records don't exist.
No records found.
Yeah, like 404 guys.
He taps in Shepherd.
Who's?
He was the other seeker who broke free.
Oh, was that his name? I didn't know it was Shepherd.
I think so. Or that was what he called
I
himself.
thought he had a name though. What was his name?
Prophet.
Prophet.
Sorry, I thought it was Shepherd.
No, it's fine. Who the
fuck is Prophet?
I remember Kay talked about another seeker who'd broken free and had his own free will and stuff, but he was killed, I think.
It was the other
free seeker
that guided Oliver alongside Rain, and now the Prophet is dead and Rain is somewhere else.
The machine kind of like pauses for a second, then you hear the machine whiz off to go and fetch the file. I'm going to break there because I need to get stuff. So back in 5-10 minutes each side, guys. That's cool.
I can't remember what we were doing.
I'm awaiting the arrival of the Prophet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Couple of seconds pass. It swings right over there.
No, come back to me. Where has it gone?
It swings over to you.
Oh, I thought it over me, as though it had like flown just like right over her head.
No, it lands in the same kind of like area that the others did.
Esme proceeds to put that into her purse. Her purse her man purse for
Well,
Caleb.
what I'm gonna say into the ring is, can we get away with taking these, or do we just like they're gonna notice if they're missing?
Isadora, I have a thought. Wait, no.
Yes.
Maybe
No,
wait
you
until
don't
I
have
do
to.
this next. Maybe no. Maybe wait until I do the next thing. Darren,
Oh,
I enter mother into the computer.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
Yes.
wasn't sure whether to play or not.
Well, if there's
but
no
I'm
record of father, there probably isn't one of mother, but
There is one, but it's just a page saying "Mother's great."
it's everyone's like tender drawings of her buttocks. Like,
Yeah.
the machine
It just
clicks.
says go away, Esme.
it's just her face.
The machine clicks, and you hear the thingy whiz off into this.
Okay, there is a file.
It comes back and it has her. Like, what the fuck are you doing in my
In her
room?
slippers and dressing gown, like tapping her foot.
Like a face with her like metal mask.
Somebody said that somebody ask Z if we can take it. We'll make it look like you're asking Caleb who should be in charge, but I'll keep quiet.
What should we do with the file, sir?
This plan
I'm
backfired
very busy.
instantly.
Ask Zelaine. he just turns around. He's not doing anything, but he's just trying to look busy.
He's reshuffling some papers on a desk.
So he's like, yeah, man, you know you gotta, like, can't take them longer than a day or you'll get in trouble. I don't know, whatever this investigation is. I don't know, Mother, why are you asking me? Mother should know. Trill, that's odd.
Listen, it was just one of our new
It's odd?
Zelaine. I know it's odd, Zelaine. It's new route, Zelaine.
You're not new.
I chose this. I
I
chose
am.
this team to accompany me.
It's a little embarrassing. I'm afraid I'm not really up to date on all my protocol.
I mean, protocol dictates no rookies in here, Caleb. You're playing a dangerous game, buddy.
Maybe a kiss will soften your cough.
No, she's like, no, that time's past. I'm over you now.
I'm over you.
Fine.
Maybe it was-
She's like,
maybe
I've got my eyes on someone
maybe
else.
it
Just
was
looks at
nice.
Rosebit.
Maybe it was that one. Who knows? I don't know. I sure. Esme, you hear a file returning.
Taryn, is the file shaped like mother? Does she explode out of the seeker face and am I thrown out?
No, it's a howler from Harry Potter.
No, as Esme looks at the file approaching, she's like, oh, there it is. That's a file. That is sure indeed a file. But you do notice one minor thing. On the frost that litters the tiles, you see a small footprint and another small footprint.
Esme, as Caleb stands still and awaits the file in the hopes that her uncanny dodge ability will allow her to not die.
It's like, what do we do? It's like, guys, I'm prepared for this.
She'll start humming loudly. It's like, na 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 na.
Just whistling
She said-
intensifies.
She sings. He sings Isadora's song about how great her hair is.
Honestly, that's what I want. I just want people to be like humming it to themselves. It's an earworm.
We love Arathor, yes we do. Except for damn, it smells like.
The file arrives in the device.
I touched the file in the device.
I can confirm you touched this file in the device.
I removed the device file.
Cool. Yeah, you have Seeker.
Esme as Caleb turns and says, Well, hand of Yuria guards, people, let us leave this place and lock it up tight, as we must return on our mission before we head to the party. Let us go.
Yeah, kind of like salutes and, is acting all official.
Esme says it to the ring. He's like, "There's definitely something invisible here."
Gonna like hook my arm into Selene's and then let's go.
You guys go.
Selene,
Good
let's make sure we lock the doors.
Oh yeah, no, the footprints are like
And
walking around.
burn everything down, salt the earth so nothing can ever grow again.
Uh-huh.
You open the
just
doors,
realised
go
it's
through the
frosty.
doors. Do you close the doors after you, or do you
Yes.
wait for them to swing close?
Oh, did they swing close themselves?
I think we should close them.
Yeah, I think we should close them so nothing else can get through.
Yeah, that's fair. So you guys close the door, and you make for the elevator once again.
Yes. Do we have to lock the door ourselves, or does it automatically lock? Or...
When it locks, you hear like kind of like a mechanical clicking.
As we're like making our way back to the elevator, can I just like keep my ears open so I can hear if like anyone's following us? Like the frost from them walking around the room is like melting and appearing as footprints on the corridor.
Oh, yes.
Can I also try and make a perception on that?
By all means, friends, roll.
Esme says into the ring, "Guys, you know the way it's frosty? You know the way Laura gets obsessed with the ice? Should we be concerned? Or is this connected? Hope not. Could be."
She doesn't get to own ice.
She full on does.
She doesn't own ice, you guys.
Isadora is the only person who could potentially take from her. And honestly, if that's not the Laureate thing, like washes out where Isadora becomes a more powerful Laureate, what's the point?
I mean, and she gives like a mental shrug into the ring.
Is 24 and 19 the perception?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, marble tiles and nothing more.
Cool.
Okay.
What was the other floor we have to go to, gang?
57.
57.
57, yes. That's the main record room. That was like our main objective.
Well, we have lots of information. Darren, floor 57, please.
Yeah, you guys step back on the glorious metal.
We're all humming
mumbles.
Isadora's song as elevator music.
Yeah, and the elevator starts like goes down, and as it kind of like goes down floor, as like it starts to leave the floor, like you guys are going. The floor is like just the floor you were just on with the secret records is like just above your head, and you see the shape of like at your eyes, and you all look up in unison. And running with her arms behind her back, just looking at you guys descend is Mother.
Yeah.
Hi, Mother.
She doesn't say a word as you just slowly descend down.
Caleb looks at his fellow hand of Yuria soldiers, and you can't tell because of the seeming, but Esme is crying from fear.
It's great because crying, unlike disguise self, doesn't fault the spell. Because seeming is great, guys. Top quality.
Like shorts out disguise self.
I don't know. Probably. I like to think it does. Hashtag full disguise self. Seeming's where it's at. That's what I'm trying to say.
Not true polymorph
Anyway.
all the way.
Hey,
Alright,
whoa.
let's not do this now.
I really hope the files on Mother amount to "it's me, Euro." Like, I hope it just amounts to nothing because
No, it's literally you open it and she just springs out of it and chokes
No,
you.
just a hand, just a fist comes out and punches you in the face.
he's a beer can of fucking spring snake.
Yes! Confetti just
Okay.
shoots out.
57 or 57. We have to do this.
It's on
we
floor. Oh, sorry.
do this? Like, I think we keep going? Or, like, there's kind of any choice at this point.
Really get what we actually need. We got my boyfriend's real name
That's true.
and information on
This
Dead
is why
Seeker.
we're here.
Mother.
This is what the Baron needs, these records.
Okay.
She knew who we were when we walked in. Nothing's changed. I mean, nothing's really changed.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
What's the alternative? We can't walk away now.
Esme,
Yeah, I know.
Esme just says, he's like, guys, I just realized They probably noticed we're gone. Oh well.
How long have we been gone for? Because I have an excuse.
15 minutes.
We're fine. People can get sick for
Yeah,
longer
we can.
than that.
Also, we can assume people like, oh, we stayed in the lobby to chat for a while, then we joined the party because people were milling around in the lobby when we left. So like, you know, it's not unreasonable to assume we were milling around or whatever.
Unless someone talks to the people you screamed your names at
Yeah.
and close the door in front of them.
Yeah.
We screamed our title, not our name.
Oh, sorry. Apologize.
I said I was
Almost like someone said
Nyla.
the Queen of Yuria. Someone would be like, "Oh, that's not Arabella anyway. It's just her title." So you arrive at the floor.
I mean, no offense, I think they're going to the after party.
So yeah, Z is kind of like, "Oh, hey, we're going down. Yep, we're going up. What gives?"
We're going up in a minute, Z! We need you to open this door!
Hey, Caleb,
Mother.
Caleb, stop yelling at me.
Stop defying Mother.
I'm not defying Mother. You're just yelling. You're just being rude.
Open the door, and we'll be going to the party soon.
Fucking cultists, they fucking rule the world.
Cultists.
Hey, my
Excellent.
religious choices. What are your thoughts on my religious choices, Z?
Oh,
Tell me all about
God.
my beliefs.
Shut up!
She
Shut up, nearly!
slides one arm into the, like the lock, and like with the other just salutes. It's like, "Oh, nothing, sir. You're the best."
As it goes into the ring, it's like, Isadora, I need you to get her brain and find out what she knows about this man.
No.
I think she just said loud and clear what she knows about this man. Does she open the door, Darren?
Oh, she does. I thought someone was going to say something because like that. Never mind. The door opens, and before you is kind of like a generic hallway. Look, it's lit with the whole shebang. There is a kind of double brass door at the end of the hallway. Again, with a reciprocal for her arm, but it's not in secret or anything. It just looks really nice.
Check for traps!
Yeah, roll please.
27.
11. A higher number.
The best number.
Marble tiles and nothing more.
Hurry along now, and Caleb Esme just walks down to the other door.
It's a weird night to do this on if you think about it.
I mean, we haven't asked you to think, we've asked you to open some doors.
Wow, someone in their rank go to their head, and she slides the thing in.
I can't wait till tomorrow in the office when Zlane's just really frosty to Caleb and he doesn't know why.
So yeah, the door swings open. Before you is what looks like kind of a warm, cozy library kind of vibe. Nice warm colors, warm torch sconces. A warm librarian. It's like, "Oh, hello. I didn't realize we'd be getting visitors today. What's up? Why? Ooh, is she okay?"
What do you mean, why are we here?
No, what specifically are you looking for? I have no idea what we're looking for.
We're just looking for, the
That's
word
the
we were
thing.
given was dirt.
Yeah. I guess, I'm trying to think, out of character for a second. What would be useful to us? We need discrepancies or, files on things that, say, we know to be true, but maybe isn't public knowledge. So maybe, I don't know. See, I don't know how recent these records are. Would there be records on, Vale and the pills? Would there be records on, the mech suits under the city? I don't know.
Let's look for stuff like this. Let's look for stuff about the plague. Let's look for stuff about the resistance. Let's...
I think we should look for things that are like hand sanctioned. So like looking for something on the drugs project that's top secret might be like I don't know if they'd have that in their records room, but it's like something on the drugs, on Vale, on I don't know. What else do we know that they're up to that like maybe isn't public knowledge?
Cool. So how do you relay this to the librarian?
Well, first of all, what's this librarian like?
How sliceable is her throat? I mean,
Before you is a nice, stocky half-orc woman with a tied-back mane of hair. She's kind of looking you guys over very curiously, as if like, this is weird.
Zelaine is fine. We just seeking some information. Could you direct us to the?
It's like, okay, yeah, and it's Caleb, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and she walks over to like, Neil, turn off your voice to talk, or your voice detector, whatever. She walks over to a table and is looking at it. Like, it looks like a records book. And she's like, yeah, but there's no sanctioned viewings, so kind of an odd time considering what's going on. It's not bullying. Like, fuck up, like.
Oh, Neil, stop, Jesus.
But yeah, so she's just like tapping the records book, like, this is kind of unorthodox, so I'm not in trouble.
And like she goes over and she lowers her voice and like it's a little bit unorthodox for us too, and she just like she insisted on going down here, and you know we were asked to keep an eye on her, and the commander kept insisting. We're really sorry to bother you at a time like this, but if you could just let us in for a few minutes, we'd really appreciate it.
Persuasion, is he?
What's my persuasion?
Nice.
She goes off on one, like the people upstairs thinking they can do what they want, that kind of thing. And there's like, oh, I'm a librarian. It's just, which is like, fine, whatever. You've got 10 minutes.
You're too kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. We slip past.
Yeah, is she like supervising us, or are we given 10 minutes of free reign on this place?
I don't know, Coda. Are you looking at the shelves, or are you looking at the woman? Tell me, bitch.
I guess. Who has good investigation? Because someone should keep an eye on her and someone can start looking through the books.
I'll keep an eye on her, Lane.
Yeah.
And just because my int isn't the best.
I have a +3. What's yours, Ian?
What was it you were looking for, sorry?
Investigation? Do you have good investigation?
I've one eye, like.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll try and assist Esme, and then you two, like, stay with the woman and librarian lady? I don't know. I'll roll to try and assist Esme anyway. Yeah, I guess Vale, the drugs project, like that amygdala dude who was like down in Haven, anything on the drugs project, the Vale, the plague, the airship. I guess it's anything on the resistance, maybe something on ICM.
Anything on the resistance. Anything on
anything on the advisors.
Schematics, like how things work.
Schematics would be good, yeah.
What else?
Maybe any of the like secret weapon projects Kit was talking about, it's like the mech suits, that all the stuff with Dagdom.
I suppose anything about the different like factions of the hand, like what the current projects are, and
if you can see anything on the pre-crime dudes, probably not, because it's probably like a top secret thing. But like, yeah, I mean schematics for the airship would be lovely. Like the Death Star plans, essentially. Help me, Esme Nyla, you're my only hope.
Darren, I am going to start by looking for any reports or documents around the resistance.
Cool.
I just assume because I rolled to assist, I'm also looking for stuff, so like,
yeah,
the two of us are just searching.
Yeah, you get some good stuff, like the type of things that are like, oh yeah, they're clearly talking about the resistance in this. It looks good and juicy, but since we're on like a 10-minute time crunch, I can't sit here and read it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. She's got to start looking for stuff about the plague. As to Coda and says, Coda, split the work, see if you can find anything about the airship.
Yeah, he'll look for that. No, he won't.
She was looking stuff about the plague.
You catch the name Schmidt and the slums and a particular clinic.
What
You're
was
not
the
sure
name?
what? Schmidt.
Schmidt.
A Dr. Schmidt.
Right. Coda. When Coda has no look on that, Esme says, "Do you want to have a look for stuff about amygdala?" And I will look for stuff about. 1 sec.
I'm just thinking, like, out of character, prioritize. You take the more important stuff, and Coda will take the less important stuff because he's got a +3, you've got a +8. So, like, give him the less critical stuff.
Want to look? Well, so do you want to look up stuff about Vale, and I will look up stuff about. I will look for a general document on mothers. Whoa, that's weird. Look up stuff about others' associates. Her commanders. I'm having a very serious deja vu.
Isadora. Ribbit. The librarian leans forward like, I don't think I recognize you two. Where are you? What station are you in?
I'm gonna say in the before him. I was like, "Can you confirm I'm not very good at making shit in the spot?"
She nods as if to answer the librarian's question, but obviously she's nodding to Risbeth. We're stationed here in the. I mean, they had to hire some extra security. What with, the party and the rally and unveiling. I'm afraid we're both new at this.
Persuade. Coda, Esme, what topics are you looking for?
Mine was the drugs plan, and Vale, and Esme was the Associates of Mother.
No, sorry, Associates of the Queen. It was the people.
Oh, the advisors. Sorry.
Yeah.
Amygdala, Mother, X, all of them.
Esme, you get nothing. There's just nothing comes up.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Coda, you learn of a baker called Broom, Brume. A small file on her. She's human female. She seems to be she's kind of like a weird chain of restaurants. Like she kind of owns babies, but doesn't seem to have her name on them, that kind of thing. But they seem to be planning implementing the drug formula into sweets and cakes, the food of the masses, without anyone's knowledge.
Does it mention if she's in on this, or is this something that they're?
Oh yeah, it's her operation.
It's her operation, right?
Yeah, her basically area of operations, her main hub is listed below. I'll kind of give specific information. The librarian kind of slowly sits back down. It's been kind of wacky around these parts, and so kind of eyes him up, and he's just kind of I thought we were going partying.
In a moment, miss. As soon as I get. And I'm gonna chest the librarian. Oh, how new everything is, and how wild it is, and isn't it such an honor, and blah blah blah. Just keeping her busy.
Yeah, no, it's fair. The counter's clicking down, guys. You reckon you've probably got another role in it, or this woman's patience has indeed been trying?
Coda, Laura, is there anything Coda really, really want info on?
I just private rolled to Darren trying to look for something on my brother, but I got a crit fail, so...
Does that count as Laura's last roll?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, choices. I know what I'm looking for. Darren, look for any information on the party, ergo the people named the Heroes of Arthur. What did they, general information?
Yeah,
what do they know about it?
You go Google yourself. Roll. You find rough outline. They seem oddly light. Like it's pretty much a general dossier on everyone, like where they're from. Izzy's obviously the most light out of all of them, and Risbit, because again, like given Izzy's like backstory, but also like hailed from like clans and stuff, so they wouldn't exactly have like, oh, he's from Dagenham, you know, Baker Street, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's a real general thing. They really have like got like, oh, has sighted in Dagenham, has been sighted in here, hasn't been sighted for a long time. That's when you would have been in your like Dead Man's Haven era, kind of like Red Forest. It's like, oh, they just disappear from like most major cities, kind of thing. Where did they go? Question mark. Like the Resistance kind of thing. Like it's a case of, oh, are they off uses? But again, there's kind of enough information there that you sit down one night and kind of save through
it. Once I've seen that, I'll return towards the librarian and announce that, like, yes, we have everything we need. We will return to the party.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, like she's just like, like her patience is tried, but you've kind of like adhered to her. You've got 10 minutes. She's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, fair, yeah, all right. Nice evening. She's still kind of a bit like, what the fuck was that?
Thank you so much.
Thank you kindly for your understanding.
She doesn't look too impressed, but she's, all right. So you guys return to the lift, yeah? Cool, yeah. You guys
just a quick question, sorry. Did we leave Alexander upstairs to kind of cover for us, or is he with us?
He's covering.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was hoping. I was kind of like, I hope he's up there covering for us, but I was like, I don't know. We didn't state it, so I wasn't sure.
He just has like mops with like face plate. He's like, oh, Icarus, kiss me.
He's using extensive blood magic.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's just literally in the bathroom drinking wine, just being like, bucket. Oh yeah, no, he's mingling.
So if we're going back up in the elevator, I want to like thanks Elaine for like her hard work, and this is going to be greatly appreciated, and like thank you so much for all your help, yada yada yada. And this sounds weird. I kind of want her to get her to press her face to the floor again, or maybe just like lean her against the side of the elevator.
Oh, so you're saying it's kind of on the way to the land. We're like, hey, you're so good, buddy. Woo, you're deadly, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys step on the elevator and are going to go... sorry, before you continue, are you dropping the seeming or... Oh, well, like, you could always convince her to be like, hey, isn't the floor so cool?
Yeah, that's what I think. I want to, like, get her to... I wish. I want to, like, get her leaning up against something and, like, take a step back so I can drop the seeming.
Cool, yeah. I'm going to say persuasion just because dice rolls are fun. But equally because she's kind of starting like, why aren't we at the party? Yeah, this is weird.
Yes, but I also do want to say, oh, Elaine, it's so good to see you again. We were worried when those guards suddenly whisked you away, but well, we were looking for you for ages. Let's head up to the party, why don't we?
From behind Isadora Tanner.
Oh no.
You hear a cold and calculating voice saying, yes! Why don't we go to the party?
It's persuasion, right?
Yes.
Is it Mother?
Oh, it's Mother.
Yeah. Of course it is. Whatever.
She has like one hand on Izzy's like shoulder/neck. And she's like, dearest Esme, are you ready to party?
Mother, I've been ready from day one. Are you?
I'm sorry, I just love the fact that the like villain doing this icy delivery of "Are we ready to party?" That's just my favorite thing. Are we ready to boogie down? Are we gonna get freaky on the dance floor?
She's like, up away, and she looks up and like you feel the elevator just like. Almost just like as she says it jokingly, the elevator instantly like responds to her command and just like goes up, particularly fast, a little bit faster than it normally does. And Zia's like, "Oh shit, hey Mother, we were like just whoa, it's the night. I'm like hanging out with your most trusted people, you know."
Well, it's a nice power you got there, Mother. I wish these elevators moved half as quick when we were in them.
Oh, were you in the Esme? I thought you were upstairs mingling.
I mean, you 100% found us, Mother, so of course. I worry about your information sometimes. But I'll say nothing. I looked at her names.
Like, oh, Esme, how you kids these things? So witty, and she like pushes out his cheek playfully, but it's like literally like a forceful like out of the way kind of thing. And she's like, oh yes, I know they've got a mind of their own, if you will. And when she moves her hand up, it goes faster, pushes it down, goes slower. It's like they're very odd, these things. And, you know, just can't get the things out. They're just weird.
Esme just thinks, it's like, yes, they are weird. One almost killed us in a shale. I've just remembered that, and now I'm really unhappy.
We've never been in an elevator.
We've been in
because the last one
almost
dropped and
died.
exploded in front of us.
Oh, sorry, BRB guys,
I completely forgot about that until just now.
Well, we
It's
weren't
like,
in
I'm
that
really
one. It just collapsed and exploded in front of us, so it's not that bad.
And we kept talking about it in the show, like, oh yes, your death machine works.
Yeah. Yeah, now we just voluntarily step into one. Although I guess this one didn't look like the other one, so we went instantly.
We didn't know what it was.
Like, the other one was more of an old school, like, mine lift type thing. This is like a floating platform in a void. Guess the magic and machine stuff works better than just the machine stuff. What a shame! My whole life's work wasted. Elevator music in twos. It's just us humming Isadora's song.
It's very catchy. If I do say so myself.
I need you to write like full lyrics and a title for this song.
I have returned.
Hello.
So, you guys are rising up to the floor you guys were once on. Mother's just like, so where have you guys been?
Someone with
Around.
charisma answer.
Around.
Yeah, Chris answer.
You know, Mother, just chilling, hang out, talking
Go
about
getting some fresh, chilly air, I'd imagine.
frosty
Taking
air.
a rather,
Yes.
yeah, yes. She's just like,
Speaking of frost, have you ever heard of her yet? She lives in Nullheim, and she's probably one of the most powerful people we've ever met.
Dearest Esme, are you aware of a sensation called deja vu?
I know, I've talked about her a lot. She genuinely terrifies me.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Well, I mean, as much as a person who can die and come back from the dead.
Oh, no small feat, really, as opposed to, you know, some people.
Most mortals, yes. I would believe it's difficult for them.
I've heard. Yeah. And she's like, dear Z, and she's like, yeah, and she's like, what have you been up to? And she's like, oh, I just, you know, we had to go on. Well, I was escorting what's his face, and she's like trying to like, you know, guys, it's a telltale moment here.
Why was
Guys, no, shush, guys. What was Bal's disguise name? Carl. We were with him. She was with Carl.
Dearest, honest Carl? Sweet, sweet Carl?
My sister's boyfriend, Carl. He seemed to he wanted a tour of the place.
Oh, and you abide, is he? Like, she's like, yeah, I think it was Carl. No, was it Carl?
Yes.
She's like leading
It was.
awkwardly into Izzy, and she's like, "Was it Carl? I can't remember."
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, she's."
It was charming in his way.
She's like, "Oh, you're so funny, that one. You must be so proud of your sister as to accomplish such a feat." you know. She looks Esme up and down.
Well, Mother, I didn't think I'd ever get to say this about one of my sister's boyfriends, but been there, done that.
She's like, oh, look at this, it's floor.
Is it not our floor, Mother? Are you not into the party?
Oh no! I'm surely you would want to stop and collect dearest Alexander, would you not?
Coda's fiancé, yes.
The very one, yes. Besides, I have a minor conversation to have at one point, so I'll go do that. You'll go do that, and we reconvene at the after party, no doubt.
Oh, of course. Well, come along, Z. And Esme puts her hand in Z's hand.
That's interesting because Mother has hers on shoulder.
What?
Oh, she's taking Z away to talk to her.
Oh boy.
He has two.
She's sorry.
She has
like
two,
this. She
Darren.
has 2 hands.
Catch these hands. Mother's like, oh, sorry, I need dear Z. I can't remember where dear.
Oh, but see, Mother, this is a really sorry, Mother. This is a really different situation because we told Z we were for a few more drinks, so I think you can't make a liar out of us. So she's coming with us.
Esme, she knows that it is her duty, and you see her like squeezing Z's like, oh god, and she's like, "Jurors play later," as they say in the office. You know how it is. I can't remember where.
That's a weird thing to say in your office. I feel like your HR department would have a lot to say about that.
Oh, well, HR hasn't been invented yet. Oh.
That's fair. But no, I feel like you're...
Esme, I feel like you're not grasping the situation correctly.
No, I've grasped it, but I feel like...
Dearest Z here are going to have a little rendezvous with Caleb before the after party. It won't be any issue. It'll only be 5-10 minutes. It'll be grand. Just a minor check.
I think Caleb's gone home, actually. He and his girlfriend couldn't get tickets to come in.
Well, that's interesting. I could have swore I heard him leave her off at a carriage and head back to his office to check something. So that's where we're going to go now. So
shit buzz. Okay, talk to you later, guys.
Mother nods towards the door, and the door just swings open, and she's like, "See, there's Alexander now." And Alex is near the door talking to a group of people with a glass of wine, and he has that face like, "Oh yes, great joke." He's like, "Save me." Yeah. So do you guys go in and get Alexander?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she's dead.
Caleb and Z are both dead. Let's be real.
So dead.
Or they're gonna probe their brains and find out exactly what we did and what we took and all that, you know.
As if she doesn't already know.
Yeah, I know.
Beach.
Yeah.
As May said, bye Z, see you later.
Yeah. Yeah, not see you later Z, because let's be real.
Yes, because she's going to die.
Yeah, I'm gonna politely smile and nod and say oh, thank you for bringing me to see Alexander, blah blah blah. And I'm just doing the whole polite bow and nod and then oh, they're super dead. Then I leave.
Yeah, she's like, we won't be 5 minutes. And the door's just shink, it's closed quick.
Well, friends, we've just murdered an innocent woman. Guess we better chalk. Well, she was part of the race team. She's not really that innocent. Let's just add it to. Let's call this one a wash. We shouldn't have done what we did. She shouldn't have been involved. It's just a wash. However, my sister's boyfriend does feel like a shitty move, so I'm probably gonna have to apologize to her at some point. Probably gonna get punched for this. Although he was in a cult, so he's not really that good.
He could be a very good source of information, but I mean, now not anymore, probably.
Well, I went to the bathroom to read this information and then probably flush it, so I'll see you in a while.
Should we not bring it to the Baron?
We were told that if we don't get it back in a day, it'll probably get destroyed. And I know we can teleport around and shit, but I don't know. I don't know how.
At least copy
Lawrence would probably be able to copy it quite quickly.
Cool. Well, let's tolerate the rest of the party anyway.
Yeah, I'll go over and like save Alexander from these rich people.
He's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like they kept talking about oil and engines, and it's great, but I don't know anything. I've had this same glass for 5 minutes. I didn't know what to do with my hands. Can we go now?
Yes, thank you very much for covering for us. Quietly to him aside. And like I'll kind of lead him back to the others.
Did you do the thing?
What didn't go 100% smoothly, but yes, we did what we could.
Well, that's good. Well, you're all not as far as I can see, so that's good.
We are not dead. It was quite successful, actually, yes. You're also not dead, so congratulations. Really.
Congratulations all round. Woo, not dead.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Still have to go to the after party.
Yeah, Alex is like, I mean, we could leave.
I feel like that would be suspicious because we've already left. Let's go for an hour, then leave without saying goodbye to anyone.
Yes.
And he's like, okay, you know, I'm just. We could leave. That's all.
Look, I would love to leave now, but we made a fuss out of being invited, so I kind of have to go.
That's no, that's understandable.
Because I am curious to see if Zelane returns or not.
I mean, she won't.
I know, but
Coda. Icarus. She's super gay.
no, I know. Well, I mean, or she'll look in completely brainwashed and vacant, and Mother will have done something to her brain. We don't know for sure.
If I were a gambling woman, and I'm not, I would say Mother ripped off the key arm and beat her to death with it, and then proceeded to do the same with Caleb. But who knows? Let's go to the after party. I'm going to have at least 90 drinks because we have the information.
Is this? We're still not safe.
I mean, I'm not.
Were we ever safe?
No.
Let's just go. Let's see what it's like, and then let's see what it's like, and schmooze, and then go.
So you get back on the elevator. You think about the after party. The elevator rises maybe 2 floors. You can't quite tell, and it rotates left a little. But don't worry, you don't see, a shaft from where you just came. Don't worry. And before you is a very large set of doors, blue doors. Look like very intricate. It kind of looks a bit like wood, but like if someone reaches out and touches them, which maybe they do, it's kind of like clearly cold steel, but it's very much blue. Kind of got like a big like knocker you could use to pull it open.
Yeah, I'll do the
pulled
thing.
the knocker. I pulled the knocker.
Yeah, before you, the door, like slowly, it's kind of a heavy old door, but you manage to pull it open. It's not a case of that required strength or anything. It's just more like, oh, this is not ideal. And you pull it open, and before you are a set of steps that seem to just rise into darkness.
Can we hear like any sort of noise from it?
No.
Well, friends, were you all prepared to die tonight?
No.
Well, shit. Look, if it looks like we're gonna die, I'm sure we can send messages to Dave through the rings, and he can pass them on to our loved ones. That's fine. Or they gets on the stairs and starts walking.
All of the people I like are in this elevator.
That's so nice.
Alex is like, oh my gosh, thank you. That means.
Esme turns around. Alex, wait. Who gets your house if you die?
It's like one technically, I guess, because I took it off a bunch of dead people. So
that's fine. I'm sure the Baron can steal it then. Okay, let's go upstairs. Esme goes upstairs.
Like as you guys go inside, Alex like, why does he get my house?
Well, you won't be using it anymore, so I mean.
And what he will? He's got his own house. He's got like 7.
There's so many goblins, though. They need accommodation.
He's like, I understand, but realistically, dear, that's not my problem.
Well, it won't be our problem if we're dead. So.
It's fair. It's a fair point. So, do you guys climb the steps?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we just walk into a room with fucking Sigourney Weaver?
As you guys walk along the blue steps, only the top step is like the top of the step is illuminated. All you can see seems like you're in a gigantic vacant void almost. As you when anyone who's wearing boots or heels, when you walk, you kind of hit, and it's kind of like marble, but it kind of echoes. And it goes for a while. And at the top of the hall, at the top of these steps that you seem to kind of be climbing for quite some time, is another blue door, singular door. Like, just, oh yeah, in here's the room, guys. You can kind of hear soft murmuring behind it.
Esme puts her hand into her purse and wraps her fingers around the rod of Pelor. Looks at everyone and she says, I'm not preparing to get into a fight. However, if you have weapons, put a hand to them.
Everyone does.
Perhaps when we enter, we can go down shooting, and that'll be fun.
Esme, do you open the door?
Yes.
As you open the door, the noise of like jolly chat, intense games, and kind of soft music, like strings, but it's definitely not on a loop and being played backwards. As you guys enter the checkered floor, it's like squares, is everywhere, and everyone seems to kind of have a blue tint to them. This place looks weird. There seems to be kind of no distinct there is walls in a sense, but there's like you can't see a wall. Like, so when you enter the wall, like you're walking down a hallway, like you can clearly see an edge that leads to the left and to the right and stuff, but there doesn't seem to be a wall there. I don't know. You can't see through it. You just don't get the vibe that there is a wall. What is it because there are curtains?
Is it curtains?
No. There's no curtains, guys. It's fine. Not yet.
Why is everyone reacting to this room? Am I missing something? Oh, is it Twin Peaks? Okay.
No, it's Blue Peak. Be silly. As you round the corner, the only available corner to you, because again, you're following the checkered floor, so you can kind of see that there's we can turn here apparently. There is a large room before you guys. To the left are people playing what looks like cards, your 21 or blackjack, whatever, whichever you prefer to call it. Crap, the one where you put it on either black or red. I can never remember the name of that fucking
Roulette?
thing. Roulette, there we go. Some people are playing that. Some people are just off to the side smoking pipes and laughing, like, the dicky bows have kind of been undone. Everyone's kind of like a bit dressed down a smidge.
Mm.
Two gentlemen in the corner are in a very heated debate. One person has the other's collar and is like, meaty fingers are being pushed into each other's faces, that sort of thing.
Can we look around? Yeah.
This is very much everyone's wearing their flats.
Can we look around to see who's here, who's been invited or that kind of thing, or anyone of those? Sure. So what would that be?
Perception.
Nice.
There's a few faces that strike you. That elderly lady that had the seeker on her arm, she's off to the side winning jackpots. She's doing great. You spy teeny tiny Donald Gleason off to the side, laughing really obnoxiously. His mouth's almost cartoonishly wide to some joke that some dwarf has told him. He's got a cigar kind of thing in his hand, and he's just having the time of his parent fucking life.
Darren, sorry, does he have a name, or is he always just gonna be teeny tiny Donald Gleason?
Teeny tiny Donald Gleason is actually canonically called. Drum roll, please. Oh yeah, I'll throw it in chat because I can't pronounce.
All the advisors have
goddamn no.
Penendithus. Penendithus. I don't know how to say that.
Just call him Pan.
Let's just call him Pan. Yeah.
Pancreas.
In the distance, there is a red velvet couch. Draped across it is the one, the only mother. Feeding her grapes on the left, and feeding her grapes on the left is dearest Caleb. Fanning her from the right is dearest Z.
How do they look?
Z looks still pretty fucking hammered. Caleb's just kind of like, he looks like he's really enjoying it. He's like oddly into it. What's kind of off-putting is that he's more like mushing the grapes against where her mouth would be, because she's a sister and she can't bite them.
They look like super enthralled and entranced and probably bewitched, yeah?
I mean, he looks pretty fucking hammered, man. She could be enthralled by the floor. She was enthralled by the floor.
Yeah.
She is not a good baseline. Caleb looks like he is into this weirdly. He looks weirdly into this. But yes, when you guys come in, she's like, friends, and like beckons you over with a hand.
Can Esme pretend that she doesn't see her so she can go get a drink instead?
Yeah, there's a little mini bar off to the side, like kind of like it's just a smaller bar kind of thing.
Esme goes to get a drink.
What'll it be? You looking stressed?
I want absinthe.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I want rubbing alcohol, please.
Oh! Esme, you hear a voice behind you say, "Oh, I'll do some absinthe with you."
Who is it?
Carl.
Esme, it's your best friend, the Queen of Yuria.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Esme looks at the Queen of the Net, is like, fuck yeah, let's go.
She seems to be. She actually isn't in her place, kind of her like big chunky armor this time. She's in like a nice dress. The side of her face that's like considered to be like the one where the burn scars are, she's kind of like wearing that like still half seeker faceplate thing. Like hair's tied back nice and like kind of a nice ponytail. Nice blue dress. She's got a cane on her hand, that sort of thing. So yeah, she seems to be like her. The hand that she used to walk with, her cane with, always kind of had like one of those half cloaks. Like they came around and you can see like that arm is also very it's the same side as her like burnt face. Just has a lot of like burn marks, like burn marks on it. And she kind of sits down beside Esme and yeah, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do some absinthe." And like the bartender, of course, Your Majesty. Oh yes.
Your Majesty, I consider it an honor.
And yeah, Coda, do you want rubbing alcohol?
No, that was me out of character.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want it out of character either.
Shots of absinthe, anyone?
We already shouldn't. I'm gonna be responsible.
One beer, please.
Coors Light, is it, my man?
How did you know?
Risbon's a Coors Light man, yeah.
Yeah, he's like intuition and slides it across the table.
New year, new me for Risbon. He's having Coors Light.
Esme, Queen, I guess, even though that's me. It takes a seconds to prepare, like, you know, this man's going at. He's got slick back hair, twirly mustache, kind of almost kind of like a Saturday cartoon villain, but bartender. Even got the whole like waistcoat and like elastic thing from Wild West they always had. I don't know what the point of it was. I think it was the key things. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, the glass before you is a luminous green because this room is kind of lit with this neon, kind of dull neon blue light. Everything has a blue tint. But these glasses are vibrant green, like kind of like almost like Fat Froggy kind of looking. But there's kind of a swirly blue black liquid going through it. And the Queen looks at Esme and is like, "You ready?"
Oh boy, am I. Darren, is that veil? Is that the black stuff? Is the black stuff veil? What are you about to do, veil?
No, veil's like you lie down on a person and they put their hands on you and it's real gross and creepy.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, drink whatever. It's not fucking that.
I forgot you know what veil was.
Yeah, you didn't do veil. Have you watched no, you haven't watched The Handmaid's Tale, but I was pretty much picturing that whole situation where they lie on the women while they have sex with them. It was real weird.
Stop.
Like, that's what I'm picturing when we were doing Veil, and it was horrible.
Esme, the Queen like clinks the glass and she says, "Bottoms up," and "Con save, please."
Esme says, "To peace, Your Majesty."
Oh.
No, she says, "To peace in our time."
She's like, may it rain forever, and does it back. Alright, I misspoke, Neil. I misspoke. It's a con and a wisdom save, please.
Oh, of course it is.
Guys, don't worry, because they're both +1.
Risbet's nearby, you get a plus.
You get +2.
Oh, that's not gonna help with the 6.
So the con is 17, but the whiz isn't.
The whiz is decidedly not that.
That's my favorite thing when someone's like, actually, my roll is this, but my other roll is not that roll. It's like, yes. Esme, your throat is on fire, as rightly so. It's going crazy. But you find it really funny. Like, you're like just like, oh, it's all just a bit too funny. And it's a case of like, it's almost like Teeny Tiny Donald, aka Pan, where like Esme just found it really funny and is laughing really loudly, like, but her mouth's like kind of cartoonish wide, her teeth are like reflecting off the neon light kind of thing, but like she's kind of like laughing into the Queen's cheek kind of thing, and the Queen is also kind of like chuckling, like she doesn't seem too upset by it, but it's like really just like almost aggressively laugh kind of thing, like whatever's Esme's got a little bit bottled up is kind of pouring out. After a couple of seconds, this stops. It's kind of unsettling to watch. I'd imagine the others are kind of like, "Dear fucking Lord."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, watching this like,
oh yeah.
My God, she's finally lost.
Pretty much.
But yeah, Esme, you like this stops and you sit and you're like, "Oh, geez, that is strong." And the Queen is like, "It's not easy, but yeah, fair play." And like turns the cup over on the. She's like, I hope the hope this little party was to your liking.
I think it. Your Majesty, you're a sound one.
Jeez, she's had one drink, she's gone off on it. I won't have one shot, but I won't get political, okay?
Having had a drink with you, I'm happy to say, like, I think we can potentially see eye to eye. Maybe just we won't agree on everything. But yeah, it's been a nice party.
She's like, well, that makes me happy. You know, I really like our chats, Esme. I think we can become great friends. All of you, actually. She like spins on the chair kind of thing. Almost childish, like wee.
She spins, she turns to faces, but she spins too far and goes like a 360.
She's like, I'll get you guys on the other
Next way around, yeah. Or, yeah. Wait.
It's an honor to have you think of us that way, Your Majesty.
That's Coda. Alex has definitely returned the like hand circulation feeling. He's just like, this is not what I signed for.
Yes, it is, bitch.
Yeah, now he's like realizing what he's marrying into, and he's not happy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, one sec, guys. My computer's a butt.
Question, Darren. Actually, is Kit here? Please tell me he's not.
No, he's not.
Thank God.
Not fancy enough.
From the entrance of the room, you walked in. You were here like shots, like yelling it. Kind of a heavy feminine voice.
Esme turns towards turns toward our chant that she is willing to take up.
As you turn, several things happen. The two gentlemen that were having an argument have fallen over, like near the entrance. The one that was kind of sticking his big meaty fingers in the other guy's face is on, like, kind of on the ground. The other guy's on top of him. But the other guy is stabbing down with a dagger. The person who screams shot at the top of their lung is X. She glances down at this little, like, I guess, murder. Pays it,
I guess murder.
Yeah, I guess murder. I don't know. What happens if the blue room stays in the blue? Sees it, and there's, like, blood going everywhere. It's kind of like this really, really, really dark red, like kind of blue neon-y black kind of color going everywhere, and she just like steps right over it. He's just like, yeah, shots. The complete does not give a fuck. And like people turn to see her, like what he's yelling, and sees this, and just everyone goes about their business. Like no one gives a shit.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
And she's like, yes, Isadora.
Guys, I'm not the only one saying that, am I?
Oh, you see it too, yes.
Oh, the weird murder thing that's happening.
The murder, yeah. The murder? The murder.
Your Majesty, Bella,
Yes,
tell us,
Esme.
is this one of those weird magic things? Are they not dying, or are they actually dying?
Oh no, he is 100% leaving this world, Esme.
Why is no one stopping it though?
Let them fight, you know. We'll clean it up when one of them dies.
Ah, yes, of course.
She literally just shrugged. She's just like,
Barman, the absinthe.
As you said, that X is like, yeah, like just slides in. It's like, shut.
It's really fucked up.
No, she's really happy to be here.
Okay.
Like she, as much as she's kind of like, you know, up in the hand, she's always kind of had a bit of a sour, almost like stoic, sour-ish kind of like, gives off the vibe of realistically she's probably.
You know when you look around and realize you're literally in a room full of psychopaths? You know when that happens?
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm just dealing with that.
It's okay. Alex is just like, it's okay, dear. Just breathe. Yeah, like X looks oddly happy to the point where, like, when she smiles, it almost looks like, yeah, she has a face that does look like it should smile that wide. This is weird. This is upsetting. But she's like, oh, we're starting on the absinthe, are we? Everybody in, yeah. Is everybody in? Yeah.
Well, Risbeth says he has a question for the Queen.
Oh, sorry, I'm not in absence.
Esme turns and says, "No, dear, I believe it's just us. I believe it's just us." And she like indicates the like X, the Queen, and Esme.
That's fair. The Queen will have heard Risbeth's prompt. Yes, Risbeth.
It points to the guy stabbing the other dude and is like, "Is that like allowed here?"
Oh my god! Don't.
She's like, in a matter, yes. It's a case of, well, we're all off duty and having some fun. If they want to let things blow over to the point where they stab each other and be silly, then, you know, let them act like children. We'll clean it up, and he'll probably be punished at some point. But I'm not going to let it down my night.
Oh my god! Thank God, no one's siblings are.
I feel like
It'll just be murder.
I mean, like, I'm just glad they're not here because, like, clearly everyone in this room is a fucking psychopath, so at least that absolves them of that. Like, at least Celeste and Tessa and Kit and all them aren't this level of awful.
What were you saying? Sorry, Risbeth?
it feels like home.
Oh, really? That's good. I'm happy.
Oh god, that's so sad.
I don't know why, but the goblins. I've always pictured the goblins as like Dothraki for some reason.
So,
But
yeah, that's kind of what I'm imagining.
X, like when Coda is like, no shots for me. X is like really just like, come on, you're just really gonna insult the Queen? You won't have one drink with us? That's very like, okay, absinthe. Do you want to show something else? And she looks at you guys with that real like, oh god, you guys are the dry friends that have invited.
I'll have a shot of something that isn't absent.
She's like, see, there, Tanner gets it, and she's like, whiskey, and she's like banging the table.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, if there's whiskey, I'll do whiskey.
I also have another question, Darren, when you're ready.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so the bartender rolls up the drinks. Alex is like, if everyone's doing it. He looks completely unsettled. He's just like, this is not cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of need a drink now. I know we're not supposed to, but a man just got stabbed and no one's doing anything about it.
I mean, I physically can't or I would, but there's nothing I can do. I'm not a healer.
If any of you've seen Wayne's World, it's that bit where Garth is like, this is cool. Not. And he's just slowly climbing backwards over the couch. But yeah, the bartender, like, you know, lines him up. And this liquid kind of just looks like really, really neon vibrant whiskey. That kind of orangey brownie, depending on which bloody brand you get, that kind of thing. But yeah, it looks, there's no kind of black weird liquid inking through it. But X is like, come on, everyone!
Do we have to?
Yes.
Risbet knocks his back.
Yeah, I'll knock my back.
I'll like apologize in advance to anyone in case I get naked and like anything like that, and then I'll do it.
Alex, go ahead.
My turns to X and like tips her shot towards her. It's like to the stairs of Dagdom X, and there's like,
And she's like, to the immortal reign of the hand. Alexander's like, to this eventually being over. It's like his hand shaking that much that like just the whiskey goes everywhere, so he technically doesn't actually drink much. But on saves friends.
Do we get a bonus from being near Risbet?
You do.
Is it a 2?
+2, yes.
Oh my god, Coda.
Well done.
Oh my good boy. My good boy.
Buddy.
Oh, I'm getting naked tonight, guys. Oh, you did both. So yeah, bye. I'm dead now. Bye.
Well, that's everyone's roll. Sorry, I was like, where's the other rolls? Like,
I thought you were being quiet because like I was actually dead, and I was like, oh no.
Oh,
yes,
no.
that's what kills Coda, a shot.
I mean.
As long as I still have accent. Coda,
Yes.
can I have a D4?
Oh god. That's a middle of the road.
Oh, that's not too
too.
bad. Yeah, that's too bad. Right, so you projectile vomit 10 feet in a
Good
cone.
lord! A cone?
A cone.
Oh god!
X like leaps back.
So does
Like-
Isadora.
The queen is just like actually moves slightly as if like fucking light. And the bartender is like, oh boy. That's
I
you
just
fall back
the
into
image. It's like
Alex.
it's like breathing fire, but it's just vomit.
Oh.
This is
Pretty
horrible.
much, pretty much.
I hope someone stabs Coda. This is like there's no coming back from this. This is it.
Like Alex is just like, are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. I'm terribly sorry about all of this.
guys, out of character. Is there anything else we really want to do? Because this seems like a good one for us to
Yeah,
leave.
that's like a good segue.
I have one last thing.
Okay.
Go for it.
Risbet
Risbet,
stabs
what's your
the
question?
queen.
No.
It's not the queen.
Darren,
Hey, yeah. Ian, what's up?
do you remember that really rude man from the start of the night?
Yeah,
Who threw a drink on my back? Is he
Oh
in this place?
my god.
he is.
Yes.
Or the only
He's
go
off,
for
he's
the stab
he's
him?
off to he's off to the side with another gentleman, and they're both like laughing most evilly, like maniacally, like the economy, exploiting the poor.
Is his hands on a table or anything like that?
One is in the pocket, one's holding a glass, as he's kind of like kind of this wide bowl brandy
Ian,
glasses.
yes.
The hand that's holding the glass. Like I know that we all got what was it? Like hidden weapons.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? Longsword.
Yes.
I kind of go over and just like take the hand that's holding the glass.
Yeah, sure, that's cool. I'm
Like
gonna
obviously
say,
off with the sword.
oh yeah, it's just like this is my. I'm gonna say a standard attack kind of thing.
Cool. Is he surprised?
He is. Yeah, he doesn't expect it. He's
I
like,
mean, yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Just don't get any blood on his fancy suit and we're fine.
21, Darren. Sorry, 20. It's meant to be +9. Sorry.
that's that thing now, Ian.
I
I
mean,
know,
that
yeah.
dude definitely has no AC.
Not blackjack anymore.
Yeah, Risbet just walks up and with a flick of his wrist just brings it down, and this dude's hand, like from a, like just a little bit up more of the wrist, just like clean through, and just blood starts like just gushing out, and he stands up like immediately and starts screaming top of his lungs.
As blood is gushing out, I'm going to put the hand over, like my hand over it, and then hands it to like cauterize the wound and be like, "That's what you get," and then walk away.
And as he's doing that, like I, like pat Coda on the shoulder, and say, "Well, I think that's our cue to leave."
Yes. In fact, I do believe there's no reason to stay.
Mother,
we've got to get this guy cleaned up.
Mother is holding onto the side of the couch like a fucking apple. She's like, "Yes, do it."
Like I bowed deep to the Queen. I thank her so much for her hospitality. Talked to her to meet her, and wasn't this an amazing night? All the while trying to like usher everyone out of the fucking room.
I'm gonna hug the Queen.
He's very just like, okay, like she is phased by it. She's just like, "You guys are lightweights, would you stop? One drink and you're killing people." Rizbit, you are being called every fan of the Under the Sun by this guy. He's screaming, he's like, "My fucking hand!"
I need to take the other one.
Rizbit, do you say that or do you turn and say?
I turn that and say,
"Cool." As you turn and say that, it's like you see Mother, like in a really over-exaggerated and elongated pose, climb over the couch kind of thing, and just go up behind this guy, and just like straight up like pulls him up by the neck, and like does that like legs out and goes down on the knee kind of thing. And like essentially backbreakers this guy. It's like, I can't believe he attempted on the life of a hero of Erythor. It's like, I had to step in.
Esme full on screams. Like, she's just like, and it's not like a scream of fear, it's more just a scream of acknowledgement. It's like, ah!
I am dragging people towards the elevator. It's time to leave.
Yes, Darren, 100% that scream.
And like, as like, Izzy's just like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." Mother's like, "Till next time, dears." And the Queen's just so honest. She's like, "This is why I don't commoners to my party. They just one and they go wild."
As
and
we're
like,
leaving.
as the last thing you see is you guys are like, "Oh boy, oh leaving." You see like that guy twitch just a little bit, like kind of like, yeah.
As we're leaving, yeah, this is literally that's pretty much what Esme's meant to do. As we're leaving, Esme's just like it all happens, and she's seen it all, and she just like gets off her stool. And she's just like, "Well, X, I'll catch you on a rooftop soon. Your Majesty, I'll see you tomorrow for our meeting about Plague and the Resistance and peace in our time. Mother, that was amazing. Glad to see that our associates aren't dead. My sister would have been very mad at me so long." And she just gets in the elevator.
I'm sorry for puking on all your stuff. Bye.
Shut up, Cody.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so you guys like take your time and get on the elevator, start going down. I'd imagine everyone's like, "Oh boy, oh boy."
That stuff was strong.
Not even saying anything, just shell shocked.
"Look, like if you can afford 5,000 gold suit, you can afford a prosthetic."
He can't
Wait,
afford
did that
anything
really
now.
happen?
He's dead. Yes, Coda. Everything that we've seen today, every like bizarre bit of bullshit happened.
I thought
because
that was
this
the
is
whiskey.
what our lives are like.
I thought that was the whiskey, though. I didn't actually vomit on the floor and then watch Rizbit cut a man's hand off.
Yeah, all of our enemies full on saw you vomit. You have not cut an intimidating picture in the people we're gonna have to
I never
fight.
do.
That's true.
I feel like this wasn't as terrifying as, say, the giant machine god eye in the sky, but guys, she's gonna kill us. Like,
Yeah.
Not if we can kill her right back. It's fine.
No, I remember when that. when that seeker in the Shaden was threatening my life, I was like, that's dangerous and scary, but I could handle it. I feel like Mother will put me through the wall of a building, and I won't survive.
Guys, banter to the side. Do you mind if we press on for 2 more minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's just like
Let's finish the
Yeah, you want to wrap it up, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a case of wrapping it up, but really it's just like what comes next. It's like start an episode, but a session on it. It feels weird. But so yeah, you guys go down the elevator, and no alarms are ringing. So Baron's escape plan, although valid, like we're running.
We didn't need it.
Yeah, in a sense, you didn't need it. It was like a case of like, oh boy, like it's still out. Your writs, you're unsure if your writs would stop you from getting in the pokey. Do you still want to like essentially take root?
Yeah, I'd prefer to.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys navigate it. It's like again, it's not high octane. You guys are like, well, I'd imagine you guys are still a bit stressed. So yeah.
Yes.
That's fair. So yeah, you guys take your time. You're like it's this like no one's really like had anything well to Nat Wand. Really, oh god. Everyone kind of had basic enough memory to just remember the general like. So when you come up to the checkpoint at the bar, might give you some trouble that his rendezvous would be at. You that like when you round the corner and kind of eye it, I'd imagine like people would be like, wait, this is the one. It seems rather like vacant. Like you can see the torches are burned. There's like no one near any of the like guardhouses. Post nothing. You can see the small like flickers of blood along the columns.
Oh god.
Well, let's go see what this shit is.
Where's like the blood leading to? Where's it coming?
Off to the side. To the right. When you're walking forward down this lane, like the kind of minor open area that this area is centered in, it's kind of someone was dragged violently to the right.
Did we know who the Baron's contact was going to be?
No. We didn't, right?
No, you guys did not.
Baron, I would like to investigate.
Yeah, I'll go investigate too.
Yeah, you guys get closer, you hear, no, mercy, and then like a really loud clink, like a crack. Like an iron, like if metal is going into something it shouldn't really go into with that force.
And runs towards it.
Yes, you round the corner and you see quite a lot of like Hand of Yuria, like soldiers, like thought police, kind of strewn about the place, defeated. A cloakster stands facing away from you, and when you guys round the corner and the hammer comes up, you see it's kind of like is it a war pick, that kind of whatever that bloody weapon is, but it's a war hammer.
Hello?
Good evening.
Is the person who was just shouting dead? Like, can we see a body?
You can see that. Like, yeah, you can see this person is like literally after like standing on the back of someone and driving this thing down.
Yeah.
So Esme, you say hello.
Yeah. She'll follow it up quite quickly with is like, we mean no harm.
You hear a graveling voice as they turn. It's like, I swear to God, you send some kid to a sewer and soon they think they can take on the world. And turns, you see a disgruntled, much older face of the once deceased Shark with glowing orange eyes.
As just like tackling. Like, oh my God, you're not.
Who made that squeak? A character?
It was Laura.
It was Laura.
Maybe.
Oh my god!
I'm 100% secret, but where's your wife? Ex-wife. Where's your ex-wife?
That's the conversation we're going to have next game, because we're going to leave it there.
Well done, Darren.
Huh.
Thanks, buddy.
Very well done.
I was like waiting for him to come back someday, but I wasn't sure if it would ever happen. Harkin.
Well.
Damn.
You really harken back to the past.
That was fun. That was very fun.
That was a good game, guys.
Good
That
reveal.
was
Very good.
You can now all officially mark the dinner off on the to-do
We
list.
did something! We
did
finished something on our checklist! And we've gained a new ally, except sort of an old ally, but sort of a new. Rizma couldn't do its hand off! Yay!
Yeah, I feel a little like Anchorman. I'm like, boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Holy shit.
Alright, I should be bed.
Night,
Oh,
night,
yeah,
you know, boy.
nice.
Okay, good night. I'm gonna stop the stream now.
Good game, those.